work, I'm a doggo, and I sneeze, sneeze, sneeze.
Tomo refused to play
Twitch
Final
chat.
Fantasy. He was like, what if Woolen plays Genshin?
Yeah, I'm gonna play Genshin. Oh, Tommy, you're a cute boy. You know that. Alright, no one's watching, it's okay. Yet. Oof. How's it going, my two friends?
I think Tomo literally just left to get an alcoholic beverage.
Alcohol.
I'm good.
White
My leg has been really bad because I've been walking a lot.
Yo, you're in pain? Tell us all
Hell
about
yeah.
it. Go on, give us a little lowdown.
It hurts.
Oh,
Quite
nice.
crazy.
Yo.
I also accidentally stopped my hurt toe on like the stool I have next to me to rest my leg on,
Oh,
which was epic. So, all around
Yikes.
very painful. But it's weekend, so we're parking out with our cocks out.
really?
Mm-hmm.
In the current year?
In this current year, my cock is all out.
Well, I hope you're ready for some Genshin then, or you're not going to be too riled up, are you?
I'm super riled, but
You're always a little riled, aren't you?
yeah. After my new PC, all my Discord settings have reset, and like we found out that you can no longer hear when I like squeal and shriek and yell and make noises.
What an utter shame, huh?
Yeah, Tamu was like, "That's good," and I was like, "How? That's what makes me me."
That is what makes you you. You know what makes me me? Having really fluffy hair after a shower, so I have like Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh hair. Yugi! Blue eyes.
White dragon.
You a white dragon?
Yo, Tomu! White dragon sounds like a type of vodka, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or like a rice wine. Yeah, this is pretty. How you doing, brother?
I'm alright. I got my vaccination today.
Oh! How you feeling?
So my arm hurts quite a lot.
How many 5G references and jokes have people made?
Only yours.
Well,
And I wanted to make it, like... I
yeah,
said
you're
it
meant to,
the
right?
other week.
It's
I was
requisite.
Like, I was gonna say it to the person giving me the jab, but I completely forgot.
That would have been cringe, I'm going to be honest, so you're lucky you
I would have
forgot.
done it anyway.
Well, I mean, that's what
Well,
makes it fun, right?
I knew it was gonna be cringe.
Exactly.
But I was gonna say it in a cringe, but also not cringe.
You're
mocking
going
the cringe.
well, now I'm going to have 5G. Like that,
Yeah,
because then you'd be like
exactly.
over the top, right? It'd be like, well,
Yeah.
does this mean I can use my when do I start seeing the signal on my phone? When does it? Sorry, I'm with O2. O2? Oh shit! I got the Pfizer one. I don't even have a Pfizer phone.
Yeah, I got the Pfizer vaccine.
Yo.
My family has collected the trio.
Yo,
So,
even the
my
Janssen
dad
and
got-
Janssen.
I don't know about that one. But my dad got the first one, right?
It's popular
But
with holidaymakers
Stop.
because you only need one. But go on.
My dad got the first one, but
Yeah, as
we
a-
don't get 'cause we're young. And then my younger sister got hers today as well. And she got whatever the other one is.
AstraZeneca, Pfizer.
Yeah, AstraZeneca.
AstraZeneca was the one.
thought that was the
giving
original
people blood
one.
clots.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Let me read that.
There's also Moderna.
Moderna.
Everyone
yeah,
forgets about
my-
Moderna, I feel, because
yeah,
it's not
my
like
younger sister
exciting.
got Moderna.
Pfizer's expensive and like American. AstraZeneca's from Oxford and kills people. And Moderna just sort of works. Like it's not quite as good as Pfizer, but it's like pretty much as good. It's like 1% worse or something. But also
Okay.
costs half as much. I think Pfizer's like 10 times the price of
I injected
AstraZeneca or something.
myself with gold.
Yeah, you got the expensive
I'm
one that works
worth
the best.
I'm worth more.
As far as I know, you literally got the best one. There's also the China one that's you can only get in China, to my knowledge.
Well, that's
it's
gonna
like
be hard.
60%. It's not very good, but when you're in a country with however many billion of people, I guess it's about. Oh, I'm about to drown. I'm sorry. She drowned in a
mean-
cup of water.
To be fair, we
Yikes.
don't know how good the vaccine is.
We've got to.
regardless.
I'm gonna be honest. I trust when they say it's X%. I'm like, yeah, sure. Like I don't know anything. People, if they say 60 and they say 90, then sure. The 91 sounds better to
but-
me. I'm not gonna.
Okay. From getting vaccinated and getting both having that and the booster, you
Oh,
are
you've had
then
both,
you
have
have
you?
that percentage. No, I haven't had both yet.
Oh. Yeah, with the
Um,
booster, you're pretty set.
But that's for like a short period of time after. They don't know what it is like,
Oh,
a
long
year
term,
on.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You're right, you're completely right. But for the short term, it might be enough to kill it off, hopefully. That or Delta kills everyone. I don't know. Speaking of Delta killing everyone, how are you doing, Zally, my viewer? Are you looking forward to some Genshin today? I'll stream it just for you.
Did you do an announcement?
Yeah, I did announcements on Twitter, Discord,
Oh, yeah,
Steam.
you did.
I'm also live. Oh, that's apparently not high enough. What's this? Painted ground. Your normal attacks will be changed to the Dodo Guard. You can use the
Yeah.
Dodo Guard to return wind-pressed hyperpasta.
You can play squash.
Throw a wind-pressed hyperpastum and hit the Dodo King's painted wall.
You look very confused. It's in your inventory, one of your key items. You have to equip it.
Oh, it's not in a quick setting.
Oh shit, Borderlands is on sale. I can finally play that as well, if I wanted to.
And play whatever you like.
There's so many games I could play that I wanted to play like years ago.
Yeah!
Shit,
Yeah.
I don't have the money
But
now though.
haven't
'cause
we
I
been
bought a
yelling at
PC.
you to upgrade your PC for like a few years now?
I've been wanting to upgrade my PC for a few years, but
Yeah, but
I
we've
never
been
felt
like,
like I really wanted to enough.
you're buying Monster Hunter, right? Because Chris said she'll buy it if you buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I told someone that I want to secure like a Divinity playthrough first, because
Yeah, so we have to finish Divinity first. Before
I
we
also
play it.
I'm just gonna play like
But-
Monster Hunter
It's
non-stop.
probably worth buying it now.
I'd buy it
but
and
yeah.
sit on it, yeah.
You can't
Tommy,
trick
what's
me.
it called? Sorry.
It should be in the thing with your camera in your key items. You're not in your key items.
Probably explains why I'm confused.
Oh, you don't have it?
Do I need to be Klee?
No.
I don't have Klee.
That would be a really strange thing. No, I don't know. I guess just keep doing the quest.
Yeah, maybe it pops up later. Because
Yeah.
like this hasn't been explained yet. I've just sort of ran off to explore, but I guess I need
Ah.
to. The game needs to linearly tell me
Yeah.
where to go in this sandbox game. I need to get over there. I'm gonna teleport here, I guess, and use my boat.
This boat.
Yeah, my fringes are weird today. We need more boats. Boots and cats. Boots and cats. Boots and cats. And boots and cats. And poops. Tommy, what alcoholic beverage do you have?
Gin and cloudy lemonade, and a mint
What sort of
Fruit.
lemonade? One in a plastic bottle.
in a plastic bottle.
Or are you having
Waitrose
Sainsbury's?
own brand. Cloudy
Yo.
lemonade.
Hey, the noob. Yo.
cloudy lemonade.
Sicilian lemonade is really nice. That rock made a sound when you stepped on it. Thanks, Paimon.
Oh, it's fucking tilted me off the face of the earth. I hated this. I was doing this and Glara was watching me and I was streaming it and I was feeling really, really silly.
I've played Fallout 3.
None of us knew how to do this. We all had our own like attempts at
Yeah.
different things. that
Oh, it
didn't
actually
work.
goes down when you stand on it. Oh, you have to wait. Oh,
Luckily, Cake, you were working the next day, but I was streaming it and Glara was watching and I was having an aneurysm doing this.
I can't hear the music. I'm assuming it's like.
'Cause
Wait,
I thought.
Or is that it's low
these
to high,
rocks-
maybe?
These rocks don't change anything,
What?
and I thought they did.
Oh,
All they do is they make a sound where there's a pool of water.
that one doesn't make a sound.
But I was here and I was being arrogant. I was like, no, do not tell me how to solve this thing. And then like 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, I was like, Glyra, please. Please.
Are they just pointing at these things? Yeah.
Yeah, it's pointing at the top of each hill.
What? It's just telling you which hill you've done and that you haven't. How are you doing, the noob? I thought it was going to be like, you've played Fallout 3, haven't you?
Yeah?
Do you remember
Fallout 3.
Tranquility Lane? Where there's
Yeah.
the Chinese army protocol, whatever, where you go into that little house and you press like
Yeah.
a bunch of boots and Nuka-Cola bottles and you play the sound of Tranquility Lane.
I vaguely remember.
Yeah, oh, is it? That's I'm so scared of that. When I was a kid.
That one, I think.
There's the no, it wasn't a DLC when you had to
No,
save
it's the base
your
game.
dad.
Yeah, it's literally like it's like halfway
Yeah, when
through
you
the
had
game.
to save your dad, and you had to write in the code in like haunted house.
Yeah,
or,
there's
like,
the German
abandoned
bloke.
house. When I was a kid, dude,
Yeah,
I
he's
was so
scary.
scared of that mission.
Yeah, it's
I
just-
don't know. It was just so. I found it so fucking terrifying.
It's because you're
Fallout
taken
3
out.
terrified me as well.
It's because you're taken out of the world that you're immersed in into like a horror show that you don't really have control over. Like they hide your Pip-Boy. They like replace it with like a
No,
watch.
I think I was pretty young when I played Fallout 3, all things considered. And,
Did you
like,
not
this guy was
find-
just scary, and it was like he sent fucking soldiers after you if you fucked up, and it's
Yeah.
just like you go in the abandoned house and play fucking music, and I was like,
What
no,
about
I
yeah?
don't want it.
What about like Vault 70 or whatever, like the FEV Vault, where there's a bunch of like tables with like people being experimented on? It's where like the
Well,
centaurs
that's
come
fine.
from.
No, that
Or
terrified me.
the
Like,
Plant Vault from
Uh,
New Vegas.
I played Fallout 3 when it came out, so I was also quite young.
Yeah, it's like 2007, right?
Yeah,
Ish.
and like genuinely, that game just frightened me.
It's a scary game.
Just had a lot of dark, like
Yeah.
morbid things.
I think that's
And like,
why.
just going down like on the trains as
Yeah.
well. Oh.
I think that's why I preferred it to New Vegas for a really long time, because I felt like it hit the atmosphere really well. Like I never really felt like frightened in New Vegas.
New
There are a
Vegas
couple-
was a little more comical. They took like a different approach.
New Vegas was way more like Fallout 1 and 2. Like it was silly.
Yeah.
But 3 felt like desolate, right?
and
and that was
actual
kind of a
like
vibe.
apocalypse, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, a big city abandoned.
Everyone fucking like died or like were mutants or like had their faces melted off or whatever. Dodo King. Clear's yelling
Or
at
I,
this
I
guy.
had to mod it to make the
Arbitrary.
ghouls more scary.
Hey,
I was like, the
smooth
ghouls weren't
skin.
scary enough in 4. They didn't really surprise you. But like, there's like mods that you can make them like run at you really, really fast and
Yeah.
scream at you.
But
And,
you get like the Reavers that like one shot you.
yeah.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
someone. When we finally meet, I can run at you and scream.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm gonna shoot you in your leg, and then it's gonna fall off. And then I'll laugh at you. And I'll shoot you in the other leg, and hopefully you won't die in 2 hits.
I probably will.
And then you can
I
slowly crawl.
Oh, in 3, I always used to play it in full screen with the brightness turned as low as I could. So I mean, it went like when you went into like the subway tunnels, it would be like fucking pitch black. You could see like a foot or two in front of you, and like ghouls would just like fucking like a centaur like would just jump out of the
I
fucking
played it on
side.
my Xbox, and
I was about to
playing on
say.
TVs have this issue where if like sunlight comes in your window,
Yeah.
the screen is like you can't see it. So that was not possible.
This machine is.
I was also like gonna comment that it's really weird to hear you say that. Oh, I played this in full screen. I'm like,
Oh, I played it on
played it on an Xbox.
I played it on Steam. I got it
Yeah.
in 2011.
Game
It probably
doesn't
says on
work
Steam
like a PC
2011,
now,
2012.
listen, like that shit's outdated.
I mean, I managed to
I
sort of
can
play
always
it.
make it work. I can always make it work on PC.
The worst was when the radio would break because the codec they used to encode the audio doesn't exist anymore. It's not in Windows. But there's mods to just add them in as a new MP3 files or something. Or you just play Tale of Two Wastelands to play it in New Vegas and then just don't play New Vegas after. Hey, Cupcake. It's weird that the New
I always
Vegas
did it.
engine was bugged, and now it's the best way to play Fallout 3.
I always got Fallout 3 to work. I got it to work on Windows 7. I got it to work on Windows 10. Like,
Now see if it works on
never had
Windows
an
11.
issue. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's probably the nail in the coffin.
Apparently, with 11, you have to have a GPU that supports DX12.
You have to meet the requirements. Yeah.
And you need to have a special sort of security chip on your motherboard.
Yes, but you should have it. It just might not be enabled.
You should also have it in the next 5 years or something, because like it's
Yeah.
2025 that it'll
I mean,
die.
It's been on motherboard.
Yeah.
That's like 3 years, 4 years.
I wonder if I'm even using it though.
You're probably not using it.
I have a decent motherboard, so yeah, I probably
Because
got
what I saw on Reddit was like everyone was going, "Oh my god, I don't meet the requirements." Then somebody else says a comment, "Have you gone to check in your BIOS that the TP thing is turned on?" And they go, "Oh yeah, I do have that." And there's literally the same interaction on the thread on like r/games like
Yeah.
100 times.
People
So it's already burned
care.
into my memory.
Well, people get like worried too much about that sort of thing. Like the biggest company in the world is not going to make it so people can't use their product.
Yeah.
Unreal Light, look here. What's this? I was about to knock it over.
The DX12 thing's kind of weird because some graphics cards that run DX12 aren't running like the true DX12 or something.
Really?
Yeah.
DX12 might require like some special like you need like this amount of DRAM cache or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
I mean,
looking
we're
forward
okay.
to the what's it called, like the direct memory access or whatever, where it just goes straight.
Yes,
That
you'll
sounds
need a
sick.
1 terabyte NVMe SSD for it.
Oh, that's not bad. Maybe the next motherboard I get, I'll get 2 M.2 slots. I wonder if there's a way to get an M.2 slot that plugs into the graphics card slots. What are they called? The
PCI?
Yeah, PCI. There might be a PCI way to plug in M.2s. They will be a bit slower, but I'm wondering if it's possible.
Probably.
Must be.
There's all sorts of adapter things for PCI slots.
Yeah.
You can put in anything.
Pretty much,
I
right?
saw the Linus video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an interesting piece of tech. Oh my god, you know what's so cool at work? So I have a... Well, I thought it was annoying, but I have a USB-C dongle adapter for my Mac, which is a pain in the ass, but whatever. I've also nixed this other like ThinkPad from the other room so I can have an x86 machine. It has the exact same USB-C slot in the exact same place, and it was also like that dock also has power going in. So I can change out my computer setup literally by unplugging one cable, moving the computer, and putting a new one in. Like it's a
That's pretty
one.
clever.
Yeah, it's like hyper comfy. Like power goes in, the mouse obviously is in the dongle, gets transferred over, the monitor gets transferred over, my phone or whatever development device I'm using gets transferred.
Actually, pretty handy for developing.
Literally is, yeah.
You don't have to have two things set up constantly.
Yeah, and I don't have to buy like an expensive special dock. It's just this dongle for both.
Yeah.
I've considered, I'm not going to do it right now, but I've considered splitting Android and iOS between the two machines, because then I could do it at the same time, but I'm not going to do that right now.
Windows 11 can run Android native
Yeah, I think that's
Android
sick.
apps. That's pretty amazing.
Well, if we end up getting that on the ThinkPad thing, I might end up using that for development, just because it'll make things a bit easier.
Yeah.
Like, who needs an emulator when Windows is the emulator?
Yeah, exactly.
We need a physical hardware for a lot of things, like if we wanted to connect to Bluetooth devices, but for just general UI, being able to run it in an emulator is so handy. And I can't right now, because the Mac doesn't support it very well, at least. And I haven't really tried development much on this little ThinkPad. Why does Dodo King not want to see Klee? What's wrong, Klee? Doshite? Dodoko loves me, and I love Dodoko.
Sad.
Dodoko. Dodo King.
And I love Klee.
I love the fucking 2-pixel face on this thing. Man.
Man.
Kole. Mo. Uwa.
No.
Nandeska.
Nee, nande.
Kle. It's a harp to a tassim, not a funny balloon, you know?
Nanora.
Barbara does not say Onechan, huh? Klee always wants to play harpatassim, right? Oh, is this the ball?
Yeah, this is the ball.
I made it just for you.
You're so kind.
God, that tastes really weird.
What is it?
Rum? Sorry, it's Bacardi spice rum, the same one. There's Paimon in the distance looking terrifying as always. Not Capella, the other one.
Capella from Spelunky?
Yeah, Capella from Splunk. What's the generic orange brand that's in every country in the world? No, actually, no, this is innocent. This is innocent. It's innocent orange juice. So it's not bad stuff. It just tastes off. The lemon had I think it might have been moldy. The lemon might be moldy. I put a bit of lemon in there. Like a half a lemon. Maybe I'm tasting a bit of mold.
I remember
Well, it had like a
Wulan
sort of
when
green
you killed
thing
an
in it.
entire lime into my drink and it tasted like shit.
Yeah, I think about that sometimes. When I was like
Yeah.
19, I hadn't drunk as much as 5 years in the future.
Oh, so you just like squeezed an entire lime?
Yeah, I'm pretty
You
sure. I
put
did.
it in the drink. Like
Oh,
you
I still do
you
that.
Squeezed it and slammed it into the drink.
I still
like an
do that.
entire lime.
Maybe I just
No.
really like limes.
No, you fucked up the drink on purpose.
Yeah, you're
Sounds
right.
good.
I didn't try to do it in the way that I like it in the hopes that you'd like it.
I think you drank it yourself because I was angry. Then I got.
I'm just
like,
trying my
sort of-
best, you know.
That was not your best.
No, my best
know
was making
you.
everyone popcorn and then forgetting to melt butter, so I just put it on top because I was like, ah, fuck it, whatever, no one cares. And it turns out they did care. It's like, you
I
know,
don't think anybody cared.
You-
I don't think anybody knew what was going on.
Wulan happened when I was old enough to live with the fact that other people exist, but not old enough to really know how to make a gin and tonic. And I think that says something about
We were
society.
all the same age.
Yeah. Yeah, but we were all like just a
But
little
you-
bit too foolish, you know?
You You know what a lime is? You
Yeah.
know it's like one of those powerful objects on
It's
this
not.
earth.
I need like 5
I spent
limes.
the last many years drinking. I can tell you that you don't. put the
Wulan was
entire
like
lime.
20 years ago, Kate. Can you believe that?
You put like a segment of lime in something.
No, you put a
If
whole
that.
lime
You do not put an
Uh,
entire
in. You
lime
leave
in.
the
La
lime in.
lion?
Yo, la la Leon.
La la. yo.
I
Go,
will
go.
All of La Lion.
Go.
What's up with being a lion?
Nene goes raw.
I thought Nene goes,
Raw, fight the power.
yo, is that fucking drill boy?
La la yon.
He doesn't say that.
La la yon.
Famously.
Nene go.
Yeah, I remember Tangan Toppen Goran Lagan. Nene Legao Gao. Classic phrase from that.
I
little,
love
TV
Nene.
show.
She.
Yeah?
I wish she loved me.
Well, you're just one of the 50 husbands.
You're a
right?
husband.
One of many husbands.
What?
50,000 husbands. Probably more.
You're
There's
like
probably hundreds of thousands of
Yeah.
husbands.
you're like Fry in the first Futurama movie. I think first.
I don't know.
I think it's the first one.
Benders
Bender's Big Score. Futurama movies are good. Gone in.
I've seen the Futurama movies.
They're really good.
Bye
I've been
bye.
rewatching Futurama.
I rewatched it a
No.
few years ago. It's really fucking good. It's aged really well, and it's funnier than I remembered it. Like I remembered it being good, but it's like
Yeah,
I
I-
enjoyed
I-
it even more as an adult than as a teenager and or as a child.
I got to this. You got 3 balls. I got
Yeah.
to the point where I reached the dog episode, and then I questioned living.
No.
I
I almost
questioned
said I was
living.
like the dog.
Yeah, my
I don't know
sister.
why.
My sister
Wait
said you were like my
for
dog.
you.
It's because I stayed for like 2 hours after
Yes.
someone passed out. Just sitting there waiting for him to come back.
It's such a
never
sad
did.
fucking film. Not film. Such a sad episode.
It really is. It just sucks if you have any tiny amounts of empathy towards the fucking animals, and you understand
How
Jesus
do I-
Christ, I hate it. LB and then throw it with RT.
What? Oh! It just pops out, huh? Can I aim it like that and then?
You should be able to hold the button down
Oh,
with RT.
oh, that makes a little bit more sense.
Famously popping out.
This is a little sketch. I'm gonna be honest.
You're a little sketch.
Apparently.
Big sketch.
Speaking of big sketch, I think I never finished watching Hidamari's sketch, but I was really enjoying it back when I was watching it 10 years ago.
That's a very strange thought.
Remember Hidamari's sketch?
Hidamari's sketch. I haven't seen.
Shaft show where they're really wide and everything's like sketchy.
Nope, never
Sketchy.
seen it.
Switch. Everyone's really
Never heard
wide.
of it.
Do you remember how wide everyone was?
Yeah, I remember. Planet Eye.
Like the Planet Eye style fucking
Yeah.
makes me so sad.
Ugu? Do you remember when people used to say Ugu? Is
You
that
look like that.
Canon's so good.
wasn't there an original, like the original canon question mark canon or clan? I don't remember which one it is, but like or Air.
Canon's
It might have been Air.
2006.
Where's that screenshot from? The one from the meme, where it's like, am I cute on Echan? And like their eyes are like apart.
Oh, I think that one's canon.
Is that canon? Is that like the original canon? What's wrong? Did you die in Isaac,
Conan
Chris?
the Barbarian.
What's up, Conan the Barbarian?
That Chris, Conan the Barbarian.
He spent 55
Pretty
pounds
close.
on socks.
She is terrifying.
Are they cute?
She's a
They're
barbarian.
not even cute. Well, hopefully they stop your foot from falling off. Hello, Sloane.
That's cool. Feet shouldn't fall off.
If your feet hurt and are tired, I would, as the doctor, I would say sit down.
Sit down, yeah.
Yeah, Cake says sit
Put your
down.
feet up.
She has her middle
I'm
finger
gonna
up and
use this
says
sit
heck
down
you.
gun on you.
Okay.
Heck me?
Yeah, she's gone.
No.
She's gone now. She's gone somewhere else.
Chris.
I won't stand for this heck.
Honestly, swearing, big no. Just none of that. Yeah, that's right. Wait, no. What's this little man here? What's he all about?
That
Hecking
was a
freaking
challenge, I
fuck.
guess you must have done already.
Oh, this might have... Yeah, I know, yeah. Well, hang on. Could I have just teleported up here?
Absolutely. I didn't want to tell you because you would go, "Ah, you're telling me how to play efficiently, how to not waste time."
I like
Classic
timing.
Tomu.
Oh yeah, I couldn't eat all my ice cream earlier, so I put it in a tiny box, and I'm being told off because the box is too big. Yeah, her smashing it because she's angry.
She's gonna eat your ice cream again.
It's like when the dog picks up the food bowl with its mouth and starts smashing it around. She's having an ice cream now. Okay.
Your ice cream.
Oh, it was. I can't finish. I made some food yesterday. It was really nice, like the halloumi burgers and we made like the potato things I talked about. So we had a bunch of the potato things left over. So I was thinking about Jamie Oliver talking about Bubble and Squeak, but I don't know what Bubble and Squeak is. So I fried it with a bunch of vegetables and then added some tomato tins and like some cheese.
Tomato.
Traditionally, it is
Is it like
leftover
meat?
mashed potatoes and leftover sprouts.
Sprouts?
Yeah.
Oh, from a
So you
Sunday.
can use like cabbage, and you can use like onion in it there.
Oh. It wasn't
You
that,
just
but
kind of
I
like
was
put
thinking
anything
about
in
it.
there.
6 to 8. Oh god, 6 to 8 is early morning. What do we tell them? 6 to 8. Well, how about 7:52? I was really enjoying that prop hunt we did before, by the way. I actually thought that was really fun. Have they added any more prop hunt stuff? Have they taken it away?
No, but they've added more domains.
Is that a bad thing?
It's boring.
Oh. Yo, pre-rendered cutscene of staring at Barbara.
Barbara.
Oh god, it's just me because I need to get my glasses
You just
checked.
want Barbara to wake you up in the morning.
But she's like
Ish.
getting ready to like just punch me in the face or something.
That's how I want to be woken up in the morning.
Yo, Paimon waved.
Absolute skull crushing.
Did you have a good rest? Oh, she's wearing clothes again. The fuck?
Yeah, I don't understand why they only wore them for like a day, and then they try and explain it.
Oh, you get to say which one, like, Barbara, why did you change back? They said the whole situation was more than we bargained for. It feels like a vacation destination. Our objective is to protect everyone. So we changed into our original clothes.
Because we can use those clothes.
Just
we
take
can
the
go to battle as them.
photos. Wish I had the same stuff.
Probably want you to just get them or buy it, so you have to
Yeah.
look at
Yeah,
them.
like,
more.
do you miss how cute this was? You're too
Well, I would
kind.
have thought they'd like try and like sell the idea more by showing it off.
Yeah. I saw white smoke coming out of one of the other islands. Yeah, it must be Dodo King, of course, Clay.
Dodo King.
My
Ah,
character
my
is
fucking
giving
toe!
up. Yeah, your toe. God, bloody Luna? I don't remember. That was Lumine?
Luna Nanora.
Oh, La Nanora, yeah.
Is your
Monkey
toe
Bob.
still purple, Cake?
Yes.
Can you send pictures of your toe?
No,
Oh.
I don't want to see them.
I
Tell
think
me,
it's broken, if
like,
I had to take a wild guess.
Toes. Broken, says who? The toe
Me.
doctor?
Cake.
Can you
It's a
fly
toe
to these
doctor.
islands, or am I being stupid?
You can try.
The
it.
entire, like, bendy part,
Try.
all the way around the toe is, like, entirely purple, and I can't bend it.
Not the
funnily
bendy
enough.
part.
The part, like, the finger place where your finger bends.
Yeah, the
bends-
joints.
The
Joint.
joints.
Are you an
Yeah, so
old
the-
man?
One of my toe joints is entirely purple.
Oh, one of your toints.
Yeah, so I think it's dead.
Is that related to the taint?
That
I
might
have
be.
10 tape.
You have 10 taints.
Yo, that's a large connective tissue you've got
Saving
there.
them for later.
You've got those and 11 toes.
Yeah, one of them's yours. Or was
Yeah.
yours, I suppose.
His? Was. Yeah, I could totally have flown here. This is easy.
I mean, you have flown there. You can't totally have flown there. You have flown there.
Oh, now I have, yeah. We didn't know. Nay. Go, go.
Go, go, la la, yon.
La la, yon. What does Tommy always say?
Fuck.
Hi,
So,
Tomo!
Tomo.
La Tom.
Tomo ni go, go.
I don't think I say
He
that.
does actually. He's always saying that. Hey, Winra. What do you mean waifus aren't real? Why is Tommy in the call with me then, huh?
Tomo
If you walk up to that
yang,
green
yang.
one, you can see that you want to hit that. You got to hit it.
Oh, you gotta
the
do it with an
water
angle,
that
do you?
goes through the ring.
Oh, I gotta
maybe
do
you
it
can
like
move the
this.
Green one. No. This. I mean, you can
Oh.
try, but
Oh, you can just rotate it, huh?
yeah.
Wait, was there another target? Maybe it shows up afterwards.
No.
Oh, hang on. Does it redirect it like a little mirror?
Yeah, it goes like, you see where the pointy arrow is on that?
Sure.
Sending it to you. On the one that you're moving, you see the arrow on it. Goes the direction. So you want the arrow probably to be pointing at what you want to hit.
Probably.
The arrow?
Fairly obvious. The pointy bit.
This little stick pointing out here.
No.
You have a look
Oh,
at it
this
from
thing.
further away.
I thought that's the side of it.
Yeah, but it looks conveniently like an arrow pointing at something.
Hang on, does it... Oh, this one doesn't have an arrow on it.
You aren't going to stand for this, are you, woman? Tom was like,
He is trying to tell me how the puzzle works.
sarcasm.
Yeah.
I am not telling you, I'm just simply guiding you towards.
You're like a shit teacher. I'm not telling you, I'm just
I'm a
guiding
teacher
you.
that mocks you.
Yeah, a shit teacher.
Just like teachers are supposed to.
Yeah.
I want you to feel stupid.
Exactly.
It's alright. God, you are like a
Promotes
teacher, aren't you?
growth.
No, it doesn't. Pretty sure like sunshine and water promotes growth.
You a plant?
Sorry, are you a human? or a plant?
You're photosynthesizing?
You sound like a sunflower.
Yeah, you sound like a sunflower. A babaka.
Baby.
Does Paimon need glasses? Why are they slamming the blur up? They haven't used the blur before. Look, it's two male characters. Doesn't the red-headed boy look like he's been stretched out? Like someone's grabbed him by the arms and held him up, and he's like just gone.
You look like that as well.
Well, do you remember how Longcat is long? He's like a bit like that. Like he's just been stripped.
That's an old meme.
What year? What the fuck?
Ceiling cat is
I know
watching
that
you.
meme.
He looks like
back
Longcat.
when you were young.
When you were
Long cat is long and young cat.
Yeah.
No, Longcat's fun again because it's on. It's a dance and a little song with Miku and Hatsune. And I mean, Longcat is long. It's just people aren't. No one's gonna look up Longcat is long. People have like r/cats now. No one's gonna care about one cat picture. As long as he is. He was
My mum
extremely long.
knows about. My
Vintage.
mum knows that meme. My mum knows long cat is long.
Bet Kate doesn't know Longcat is long.
I'm pretty sure my mum showed me it.
Valen carried you over.
Getting shown
Dragonflight's
by your
conspicuous.
parents this week.
Yeah, my mum's a gamer.
If somebody shows you a meme, you need to truthfully be able to tell them, already seen that.
My mum's played Breath of the Wild.
Discovered Venti is.
Oh, she hasn't.
She has. She has. She owns a Switch.
So do I.
She finished Breath of the Wild. Now she mostly just plays Ring Fit and some dance.
Who's playing Ring Fit? Luna.
My mum.
Oh, your mum.
Yeah, she's played Breath of the Wild. I haven't played a Zelda game ever, but she's played Breath of the Wild.
Your mum's pretty cool. Wait,
No.
is she? No, she's not.
No,
Yeah, your mum sucks, right?
not great. Not poggers. Not
No,
poggers.
why are you saying all these things that?
I just thought it's kind of funny that she's played it and I haven't played a Zelda game ever.
What you should have said was she hated it or something, even if that was a lie, because then it
No,
would have
she
been like,
liked it.
oh, fuck. You're not doing a very good job here, Tommy. You're meant to be guiding me to think the same thing you're thinking.
No,
I never think.
you can have your own thoughts.
My thoughts are you should play games you enjoy.
No.
What?
If I got my
No,
mum
he's
to
just said
play-
no.
If I got my mum to play Genshin the Noob, she'd spend money on it. So no.
I
You're like Clea's the daughter Tommy never was.
At least my daughter.
Please, everyone's
I will
daughter.
say
protect
that.
her with my
Hello,
life.
Chris. What is it? You have a nut. You want Lynn?
She has a knife.
You can have Lynn if you want.
She's threatening you with a knife.
He's threatening me with Lynn.
I bought some lint.
No, I'm feeling sick.
Pocket lint.
You can have some lint if you want.
I bought some lint. Can I have some lint?
You have some lint. It was on sale.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. In Waitrose.
Oh, you're doing a grocery shop? Oh, could you add kitchen paper? You can have Kit Kats if you want.
Add cheese.
Cake wants cheese. What cheese do you want?
Cheddar.
He wants cheddar. Oh, can we get cheddar?
Can I get some pork pies?
No.
Can't get that in that country.
I'll show you a pork pie. Points.
What the fuck? What are you pointing at?
You can't know. How would you know what I'm pointing at? You aren't here.
Point again.
Point. You pointing at Lisa?
Pointing out the window. Is it me out there?
I think so. I could see Cake waving.
The window stares back.
Oh, hey. Come in, man. You got a key, haven't you?
Hello.
Hey, how'd you get in here, Kate?
I just went in the vent.
Did you climb?
Sus.
Oh, it's a bit sus. Is this the vent?
I wouldn't know.
Chat, it's the imposter from Among Us.
Mogus. I hate that so much.
Wouldn't it be really funny if, like, I opened up these blinds and behind it on the glass, on the Velux, I just pasted a big, like, Among Us guy. Like, it'd be like, look,
Or-
he's venting.
Have you
Next
seen
time
the
you open the
video?
blinds, the window cleaner comes around.
Yo.
Have you seen the video of the guy who has like a fake fridge?
No?
He turns the fridge and it's just like a cardboard cutout.
Oh.
Like it's so fucking stupid.
Tomo, you can get your mum to play Genshin and teach her. I know you read that earlier, but I read it again because I didn't realize no one's spoken in my chat in 10 minutes. What's up, the noobed 808?
People can lurk.
Oh, good fucking lord! What is
German.
that? Is that
It's German. That's
German.
Among Us German.
Is that Yerenema?
Sussy.
Sussy Baka, dude.
Yeah, they're trying to listen to that tune. Yerenema. Oh, Len.
That's moving so
Ooh.
slow, I'm allowing the spam.
Yeah, it's alright.
It is me bloodies.
Makes the chat look a bit more busy, doesn't it? I thought people loved Genshin. What happened? Where's all my, like, weeb chat that's
It's
like...
Friday night. And
Yeah, but
people
where's all my
have
weeb
emojis.
chat? Exactly. It should be here. Sus onagai shimasu.
Sus I Bake.
Okay, there's half of a ship here. Oh, this was a while ago. RNG isn't here. Where's RNG, huh?
Fucking dead.
This samurai puppet is all that's left. Oh. The trapped, huh? Ah, yeah. You're trapped.
Among Us.
Among Us. Alright.
Sus.
Hey, squash.
Piccolo.
Win squash.
I bet he's
Oh.
gonna fuck up like 2 times and then figure it out. That's once.
Hmm.
That's twice.
Oh, I have a little pink thing here.
Yeah, fuck. He didn't figure it out.
Look at what buttons changed on your controls.
One doesn't have eyes. Also, oh my god, the cube one. Respect the cube.
Oh!
Are you alright?
Is this it?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Can you click it that fast? I like tried to time it.
Yeah, I was timing it. I didn't know you could click it that fast, but
That's the
Didn't even like
the
cross my mind.
shittest thing I've ever seen.
simultaneously, like, very smart and very dumb. And all at the same time. Couldn't figure out that the button changed, but could figure out that you could spam this ability, apparently.
Like the monkey brain. Just hit the thing as hard as you can.
Button go.
Monkey.
Woo! Big
It's
monkey.
like, why's your enemy's level 30? But it's because you're like low then.
They're kind of
You're
rude.
level 60.
Yeah, but it's like you're at the weird point
Yeah, where
where
everything's
the world is
useless.
on the level.
Everything is so weak. For no reason.
I'm enjoying it.
Think you
No,
know
sure,
it.
yeah, it's fine. It's just like, I don't understand what they did with the balancing, where they make everything like so weak.
I remember
Never
last time
seen
I
it
went
on
up a level, it was a pain in the bloody arse. I was like, oh, everything takes 6
Bloody
years
hell.
to kill, but now
Should
finally
get
things
that
are like
checked.
dying eventually. Bloody hard.
I'm proud when he used Oz. I wonder if he'll use Oz a second time when it goes away.
Oh, you want me to use Oz?
Like,
I can use Oz if you want. That's a treat.
Sorry.
This guy's still going. I thought he died.
If you want to listen to some music, Willen, there's this song. I don't know if you've heard it. It's
Clint Eastwood
a
by
cover
Gorillaz.
of Vampire by Shion.
Yo! Tashi, go on. You can do it.
Vampire.
Iyasu. Hey, April. You've got some mac and cheese and a burger, so you're in a good mood. Yo! Hey, ya boy. Is this a wild amber, main? Hey, y'all. It's me,
Burger.
Baron Borger. What burger you got, friend? How's it going, ya boy?
Baron Bunny dances to Vampire.
Hang on, I've got Baron Bunny in just one moment. Watch this. Off he fucking goes. I'm holding him. Yeet.
Man drowns innocent child.
He's down here, see? She? Can't tell. I really didn't like that official merch
Baron
you showed me
Bunny.
for Baron
It's a
Bunny.
Baron, then it's a man.
Sure.
Baroness.
Yeah.
That's how the title works, right?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, thanks.
I mean, I'm not Baron. I wouldn't know. When's cooking with Woolen? Well, have I got an exciting Google search for you, young friend?
I didn't know you cooked.
Yeah. I mean, I said
Really
earlier.
food?
I just told you earlier I cooked dinner.
You really
Oh,
food?
slightly damaged wooden plank. Finally, I can get some proper loot out of this.
A quest.
Oh, search for the other half. Cool. I mean, it's probably that thing over there, isn't it? That's looks like the other half of a cracked ship, I'll be honest. Hey, Antondu. Yeah, here's chat. Where were you all earlier? Why are you all popping in now? Amber can fall
All
with
in my
style.
stream.
Probably, right? Better than MasterChef when 60 people yell at each other. Yo, but it's not better than the Great British Bake Off. Or as the Americans call it, the Great British Baking Show for some reason. I don't know why.
I hope we never get another cooking with Willen, because then I don't need to watch you use a knife wrong.
Yeah, I actually do it sometimes and just say like, oh man, Tommy was here.
I was screaming.
He'd have an aneurysm.
It's not hard to use the back of the knife.
Have
Just
I?
flip it over, use the back of the knife.
Scrapey, scrapey. Oh, more bubbles. Have I not found the other half of the wrecked ship?
No,
This is not.
this is not the other half. It's a different ship.
Oh, I mean, right? How could I be so foolish? Yeah, right? Obviously. This big wrecked ship right next to the other one? No.
Not that big, is it? The other one was a lot bigger.
Oh, well. Oh, well.
The proportions don't line up.
Going on an adventure. Bubbles, you'd best be giving me 10k.
What if we gave you 5k?
I mean, I wouldn't care, honestly.
If you do that challenge.
Yeah, I'll do the challenge if you want. I give up on the bubble. It's probably not worth it. No, Woolen, that bubble unlocks Super Amber.
No, don't worry. I'm happy that you're not.
Oh
doing
my
the
god,
levels, 'cause
it's
they betrayed me.
Fucking Super Mario Brothers.
It is.
Woohoo! It's the slide
actually
from
enjoyed
64. This is pretty cool. Well, like Pac-Man.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. I like collecting things.
Yeah,
So
you.
this really hit me in the dopamine.
Surprising that you don't play like Banjo-Kazooie. That's the game.
I liked collectathons when I was younger, like Spyro and stuff. But
Well, I mean, I played Banjo-Kazooie on stream recently. It was
Spyro?
as good
You
as
say
I remember
Spyro?
being.
Spyro, yeah.
Doragon.
Yo, Spyro the Hedgehog.
I need to
Egg
finish
Pong?
the Spyro remakes, but I didn't like.
Do you think
didn't
it's
like
worth
all the
me
nice
buying them?
graphics.
Ah, cock. Do you need
The
to get
game
all of
loses
them?
its magic when it.
You don't
No.
need to get all of them. No.
Ah,
Try and get the big ones, but you don't even need all the big
what
ones.
do they do? Do they give you like 10 seconds or something?
I don't know what the little ones do.
They just give score, I think.
Well, I mean, I've got to get 100% score. Like, come on, let's be honest.
You don't. You need 30k, or else you're a big old loser.
Oh, you come
Scooby-Doo.
out of the boat. Yo, that's cool. Movement puzzles. I do really feel like I'm playing someone's like Unity game. I mean, yeah, you go. Right?
Well.
Yeah, right. It feels like a pummel party sort of thing, though, right? It's like a sort of
Yeah.
sketchy, like jump through all the hoops.
Did you get 30k? Nah, how'd you fuck it up?
He missed some of the ones on the platform.
I'm gonna. I guess I'm gonna
There's
have
ones on
to.
platforms. Write an angry
No,
letter.
I didn't collect those ones on this one. I didn't get a full score on this one.
You gotta get the 30k.
Are those fart bubbles you missed?
You have to.
Yeah.
I didn't cake.
Fuck you.
I still haven't bought all of the things from the shop.
What does that
I
mean?
haven't bought the 3 furniture items that are in the shop, so I didn't want them.
How much money do you have? Can I have
You
it?
get it from doing the score. Like,
Oi.
you can probably buy some stuff.
I just first tried all of them because I'm a literal god.
I haven't unlocked the house yet.
Yeah.
You're
I
not missing
think.
much.
You are a baby, aren't you?
I just playing other things lately.
Big old man baby.
I mean, that's true. Like, let's be honest, right? That's something we can all agree on. That's
I
something we
can't
can
agree
all
with anything.
vampire by Shion.
Watashi vampire inutsucha.
Why didn't you go Google for the lyrics and sing it?
Like Sora.
Vampire Murasaki. Who made that song originally? It's like D. What are they called? D. What are they called? Something.
DDD King DDD.
It's like 2 letters, 2 numbers.
Deco.
It's not.
Deco.
Deco.
Fuck.
Deco.
Nearly.
Deco. They make a lot of. They use Miku in a lot there.
Yeah, they do loads of Miku remix.
They're so fucking good.
Watashi Vampire.
I don't think I've heard the original.
Hatashi
one of, like, my oldest
Vampire
loves
Ino.
I like
Uchata
King.
Ino, Momori Nante Varui.
You know,
Arane.
I didn't like
love
King originally because I just ignored it, and then I actually listened to one of them, and then listened to all of them, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, these are all extremely good.
Hameshitai na ipai pi hakitai.
Okay, come on, put some
Mada
soul into it.
setai ikeru yo.
You listen to the King mashups where they find like 20 people that have covered it and then they put it all together.
Nah, I
Those
haven't.
are
Are they
pretty
good?
epic.
Do they like
Yeah.
harmonize, or just some of them sound like off?
Yeah. So I think you need to blow these ones up or something, Glyer was telling me, but I didn't do
I
these.
don't think I care.
Wow. Yeah. You can just abandon it then.
I like the dot go blob. Wait, is this the same one I just did?
Yeah, you just did this one.
Well, I get to do it again? Yo! Oh my god. It's so much fun. Oh fuck, I missed one. Yo. Someone in chat just left. They're like, oh my god, he missed one. I watched King
You're probably
Gamer 42
losing
on
more
YouTube
by
do this in
going
half a
back for
second.
that thing.
Nah, that's alright.
You're
I went back for myself, not for
smelly.
chat. Yo, I get to do this
I'm not
Unity
chat.
Genshin beta game.
I'm
Here you
your
are.
human friend.
Tommy?
That's me.
Tom Bowser?
No. That's
Could-
not me.
Kate, could you ask me to go fishing for lobsters in Catherby?
Oh.
Yeah. That was a pretty sick little roll I did at the end there. I don't know if anyone saw that.
Yeah. That's how you're meant to finish it.
Really?
Wings you off. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Well, I thought I was being exciting and, you know, Doki Doki, Waku Waku and all that.
I listened to the Wacky Wacky song. I really
Doki
liked it.
Doki, Waku Waku. What, the Toho one?
Whoever's the female vocalist is from the same region as Watame, I guess.
Yeah, I said that the
It's
other...
the same
Oh, I
accent.
didn't say that. I just said I really like the vocalist.
Just do it again. I sneezed.
Oh, sure. For you. Certainly.
It's what that, like, Osaka
Doki.
accent.
Yeah, Osaka. The
I
farmers.
listened to it and I was like, oh, it's similar to Watame.
It's like AstraZeneca Records or something.
Because that's been like a command though on Nightbot for ages, and I've always ignored it whenever somebody's like typed it.
That's a good song.
But then I listened to it and I was like, wait, I love this, and then I listened to it like 30 more times that day.
That vocalist has sung
that's
about
still on repeat.
100,000
Yeah.
songs, and they all
I
sound
listened to some of
basically
them
the same.
after.
They're all
Yeah, I
good.
listened to some others after.
Yeah.
But I did listen to it on to repeat like 30 times.
It's a good song!
Yeah.
That's why it was a command. In case anyone needs a quick little Doki Doki Waku Waku.
I just don't trust your commands.
I mean, I don't trust my commands because I'm pretty sure Yakaru made them 10 years ago. Oh, I love memes. Remember we used to say that?
The only commands I trust are footsie.
Why
Because
is-
I know what I'm getting with those.
Why is there no Watame command, huh?
They're not what?
It should make Nightbot say Konban Dododo. Yo, Tom Bowser! I knew I'd
clap
meet you now.
flies.
Clap flies?
Clap
Bless.
flies. Somebody asked how do you fight flies, and I clap them.
This reminds you of Risk of Rain for some reason. Same engine. So I suspect if they haven't changed the lighting, it's probably the same lighting. I suspect they have
How do
changed the
you
lighting.
guys fight flies with my fists?
You fight flies with flies, right? Yo, they like reload the crossbow with their foot. It's pretty hardcore, I'm gonna be honest. This is it's a Unity game, isn't it? Sort of cartoony Unity game, cell shaded-ish. I'm glad everyone's going cell shaded now. It's a nice style. How are you, Tom Bowser? How's work been? Look, I can murder this animal for you. Imagine him just going wool hee hee. You know? Classic Tombo. Yeah, wait, actually, Tombo, if we have both of you and Mumble at the same time, is that a Tombo? Like a combo of Tombos.
Couldn't he just be Tombo on his own? He doesn't need Tomo to be that.
Yeah, I think you can be Tombo if you want.
He is just Tombo.
That is
Lisa.
true. I'm not required, as usual.
Tombo. Oh, yeah, you're right, actually. He is Tombo. We are all Tombo on this blessed day. Alright, Baron Bunny,
No.
try your best.
I'm still just cake.
I think Baron Bunny is,
Ball.
Ball. Baron Ball.
Ball.
Yo!
He do be hitting a dance though.
Oh, that's not as satisfying as I thought it was going to be.
He walked off of it and ruined it.
Oh, do you have to stand on it?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, feet. Now that is high levels of dog champ in it. Is this Wind Waker 2? Yeah.
Yeah, you got personal though. No, you can't just do it again.
I think I can.
No.
Oh, well. You know, you win, you lose, you win. That's something I'm always saying.
I'm the big winner.
Sangria. Thoughts?
I'm gonna commit the win.
Yo! That's what Link says in the Wind Waker.
The Link?
Which of these
Doesn't
can I
say
even
anything.
rotate? I can rotate this one, but I don't really know.
does Link ever wake up?
I guess I could rotate this one for no reason, really.
Will Link ever go back to bed?
No, but he always wakes up at the start of Zelda games. In like almost every game, he's fucking woken up. Start of Ocarina of Time, start of Twilight Princess, start of Wind Waker, start of Link to the Past, start of Link's Awakening, a game called Link's Awakening. By the way. Oh, I did it. Work has been quite busy. The shifts are late. The shifts are late. My shits are late. I'm upset now, Tom.
Why your shit's late?
I've been feeling a bit TK lately.
Oh, they're
Got the
like 3
runs.
days late then.
Yeah, classic TK.
TK does not have the runs.
No, he has the
TK has the
he has the
stops.
handbrake on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you've been all right, Mr. Tombo. Hey, Winro.
Hello.
Oh my God, it's
Be
TK.
careful.
Yes,
Hi.
we were talking about your ass actually.
Talk
How is it?
about your bowels.
Oh, I haven't pooped today.
Great.
Was that not what you wanted to hear?
No, that just
That's-
confirms exactly what I said. Actually, I mean,
I don't poop.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I thought the book was everyone, but I guess TK is just his own. Yo, who's this
I mean-
ghost dog?
One, I'm not everyone, you know.
We get
But
Tom Scott in
I,
here
I mean, I do
in a red
poop.
shirt.
You speak for everyone.
You speak for the trees.
I am the ruler of
Features
Earth, and I do
Spirit
speak for
dog.
everyone. You are right.
Oh,
I do have some nice vegan ice cream I'm eating right now.
Yeah, vegan ice cream is really good. Modern
That's
vegan
not
ice cream is
high.
tasty.
I have
Someone
vegan
so
ice
much
cream. What
vegan
flavour?
ice cream
Which
as well.
brand?
I think
Chocolate.
they all you.
There's one by like
brand?
Ovo or Oppo or something.
Swedish glaze.
I haven't tried them.
They're really nice. It's
TK,
also
I'm
chocolate.
proud of you
I
for
do
being
also have a vanilla.
such a good boy.
What's up? What do you mean? What'd I do?
I don't know. I was just hoping that you did something worthy of praise. You'd be like, oh yeah, you're welcome.
I woke up.
Yo,
worked.
nice. Yeah,
uh,
really?
That's about it. That's my day.
How'd you manage that?
I'm pretty crazy.
Not bad, how are you?
You know?
I'm alright, Tom. How are you? Tom, you need to ask TK how he is, and then there's some sort of weird, like, back-forth conversation between none of us. Yeah, all of us.
My boss left early today at work.
Oh, yeah?
So I had like 2 hours where I was just on my own.
What were you going on Stack Overflow and looking at the weird subreddit that they've built into Stack Overflow now?
Wait, have they? I haven't looked at Stack Overflow.
If you go on the bottom right of Stack Overflow, there's like relevant posts. So if you're looking at like some Android thing, there's other Android related things. And then there's just like, there's like space.overflow and like RPG.overflow.
Is
or
it
whatever.
bad?
No, it's great. They're just
Oh,
like,
okay.
short little posts, and it's just Stack Overflow, I guess.
I did see Windows 11.
Yeah, thoughts?
Pretty crazy.
Are we actually getting that anytime soon?
Yeah, pretty
Is
soon.
the
This
thing,
year.
is it real? I
It's
saw
this
a
year.
meme about it earlier.
I
was
think
like,
I have no problem with Windows 11 apart from the fact now they're trying to force you to have Teams and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
installed.
I have enough of a pain in the arse on installing Xbox and Skype every month.
Yeah, it's like I
That's
get
another thing.
I get like the whole it's pandemic, it's time to like bring it in because everyone's using it. But it's like, yeah, but if everyone wants to use it, they'll install it. You don't need to force us to have it by default.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm becoming a bit donut. At work today, like I use a Mac at work all day, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I prefer Mac OS now to Windows. For
Yeah,
work,
Mac
at
OS
least.
is nice. It's like
It's
clean.
taken me a while to get used to it, but yeah, like there were some things that were annoying at the start, but I haven't like the operating system didn't update and reset them. I did it once. Like, you know, like yeah, it was a massive pain in the ass getting rid of mouse acceleration, but then I did it once with a terminal.
Yeah, it's like
script.
Mac is really good. Like Linux in general is pretty
Unix, yeah.
decent too. Like,
I might just use Unix minus
it's just-
the games we play that need an anti-cheat. I might like sideload Windows or something for that.
it's just the unfortunate thing where it's like if you own a Mac, you're probably getting forced to upgrade it every like 3 years by Apple.
No, it's the
Um,
opposite. Macs are the ones that last forever. My coworker has like a 9-year-old Mac and it looks exactly the same
it?
as mine.
I
and it
thought
runs
it
the
was- that
exact
was
same
like the
operating
whole Apple
system.
meme.
No, the Apple memes that they're supported
just
long as possible.
iPhones?
No, iPhones are the
iPhones,
longest supported
iPads.
apps. We're still supporting iPhone 6 at work, but we're not supporting
but
anything
I-
above Android whatever.
Yeah, but they have like a run out date. Like Apple puts
hardware.
it in, like,
The hardware has a timeout date, but the software doesn't, and the software's the bit
Yeah.
that's the hardest to control. Hardware you can usually control by just looking after your device, not overcharging it, not using fast charge, not keeping it in a hot room, not getting the battery to 0 every day. If they like my Samsung S21 will probably stop getting updates way before the iPhone 12 stopped getting updates, you know? I think the average, if I remember, is most Androids are given 3 to 4 to maybe 5 years if you're really lucky, and most iPhones are above that. Like if you go on Wikipedia and you look at unsupported Apple devices, they go back to like 2015 mostly.
To be fair, they do have a lot less to support than Apple do. Not Apple, than Android do.
Yeah, but because they have like that sort of
Yeah,
total
yeah.
control, they're like, okay, fine, we'll push this update. It's bad, honestly, some of it. Like the fact that these little iPhones are trying to run iOS 14 or whatever, awful. Like the thing can't handle it, but it is at least getting the update if you want it. It's not like a
Yeah,
forced
because it's
update.
pushing it to the user.
all
So
my
then they
apps
download
started
it.
breaking into like I downloaded the new.
If you know
iOS.
what you're
like, all
doing-
my
Yeah.
things slowly fell apart.
If you're
Yeah, they do
Okay,
it. So
dude.
they make you. They convince you like, you need a new phone,
Yeah.
buddy. You see, it's not strong enough.
the thing is though, you're a human, so like they at least give you the option. So if you know what you're doing, you just say
know
no.
that.
No, but like you're smart.
don't
You
know
can
me.
you can just say no. I'm not doing anything insecure. I'm happy using iOS 11 or whatever, and just never update. And that's fine. They won't force you to update. Whereas with
Yeah, but Cake's smart,
Well-
and he just said he updated.
I had to because they broke my app slowly.
oh yeah, I mean the apps will stop getting supported, but that's how it is. Like well, like okay, so Apple released Swift UI a few years ago, and we still can't use it in production because we're supporting iPhones 3 or 4 years before Swift UI is a thing. So there's this wonderful new way to make apps that's fucking easy as hell. It's even easier than like drag and drop. You basically say like put a table here, and the OS just does it. It just fucking works. It's great. But it's on iOS 13 and above. So if you're supporting older devices, you're fucked. You
Oh,
have
that
to you have
explains
to still
why
do it
I
in the
see
old way.
so many apps that are doing 13 and above.
Yeah, because they're probably using Swift UI, which is really fucking good. It takes like 2 minutes to make a working app. It's barely coding, honestly. It's you know HTML is really easy, right? Like you remember doing that at
Mhm.
like school. You like say put a table here. It's that, but like the iPhone does it for you, and it's even less work. You say like this is a table of objects. You don't have to worry about how it's loading or like whatever, or like when to do it or where to do it. You just do it. And it means that you have less control. So if you have like a really specific image in mind, you can't. Like it's hard to
My
do.
favorite days are sometimes I get HTML just to do all day, and I'm like, yes, what a great day today is.
Well, I'm now adding in an upgrade to the Android apps that I've already done in the iOS apps. So I'm like, which is nice because originally they weren't going to do it because the feature I'm upgrading sort of works. It's just really shit. So wait, let me explain better. Company has iOS and Android apps separately, and there was a feature that was on only Android. So when I started working, I worked on the iOS to implement that. So the Android was left. It was very simplistic. Missed a lot of features. But now I'm like, you know, people are calling in being like, oh, this app works really nicely on my iPhone, but it's shit on Android. It's like, oh, can I like work on that then? So, okay, cool. So now I'm working on adding that in on the Android thing, and it's really cool because I'm trying to plan it from scratch to be as best as I can. So I'm doing it all in like Kotlin. I'm doing it like one activity, many fragments, and I'm trying to use as many like Kotlin-y features as I can because it's good to learn. Like, you know, they got rid of the clutter you have to do with finding stuff by ID. Like, normally if you want to do something like getting a button and making it do something when you click on it, you got to be like, all right, button is got to get the view, maybe got to get some context, I got to get the button by its ID, and then I got to save that to a local variable probably, and then I got to apply that, and I got to write a little lambda, and it's like a few lines for something very simple. And then in Kotlin, it's there's a thing that automatically generates a class for each UI element. So you just,
I've used Kotlin.
You just include it, and it
sick.
works. Well, I didn't use that when I used Kotlin. I didn't know it was a thing. I just did find view last time, but it turns out you can just skip all that. It's totally. They definitely could add it to Java, but I guess they're leaving it in Kotlin because they only want to support that. They want everyone to move over.
They could add so many things to Java, but they just don't.
You know what's nice though? Like, it's backwards compatible, so you can. I'm like including Kotlin, but it's not going to stop us from running Java if we have to. Like, because the library might require Java, it might not be Kotlin compatible somehow. I can just have a Java class as like a wrapper, and then call that from the Kotlin. It's nice. Anyway, sorry. Windows update, huh? Curved edge? Curved edge?
Centered everything.
Scented?
Center.
Curved edges and centered stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you think Classic Shell will be updated to work with it? Because in which case, Windows 11 will probably look exactly the same to me.
Yeah.
Probably.
I've been trying to make every machine look like Windows 7/XP as much as I can, and it's not that hard to do.
7.
I like Windows 7 still. I know that's like the common thing to say, but like I really did.
I really like Windows 10.
I've got completely used to Windows 10. I don't think I used to like it, but now
I have no strong opinions about.
I love
Hell
Windows 10
yeah, brother.
because of the search button.
You
Like,
use
Yeah.
the built-in
by
search
anything by
button.
just typing its name.
I do as well.
Oh, I've been using everything. Still. Does the search
You,
button
like,
work now?
browse your files.
What, sorry?
I just search like when you click the search button next to like the Windows thing, you just type in whatever files or whatever program you want to use, and
Yeah?
you instantly get it.
Did it not
Better
always
than
do
that,
that?
you can just press
the
the Windows
longest
key and
time-
start typing.
For the
I thought
longest
Windows
time,
10
my
search was
laptop had
terrible.
Windows 8.
Windows
and I
8?
didn't care.
It's Windows 10, isn't it?
Oh, you actually might have to
What?
time it a little bit.
Did you say you thought, or your laptop did?
No, it had Windows 8.
Oh, okay.
When I bought my laptop, it had Windows 8.
That's
And
great.
people were like, "This
Hey,
shit
sorry.
sucks." And it is. I mean, I just.
It had like
yeah.
performance issues, and it also had like that forced.
It was designed for
Um,
tablets.
Yeah,
It's
it was
just-
fine on the Surface.
Yeah, I'm sure it was great on the
I used
Surface.
it on the Surface. It was
Oh, did you
fine.
have a Surface?
I
heard it was
we
quite
had one
comfy.
on- We tested them at
Barbie?
work, so I had to see if it was okay for people to use. I tested it for like 2 weeks. Just used it
Yeah,
instead of my laptop,
I think it's Riley, or I think it's
and
Riley.
I loved it. I thought the Surface is one of the best gadgets that's come out in recent times because of the.
Wait, why am I having difficulty with this now?
How accurate the Windows handwriting thing was.
Oh, is it that good?
It was so useful.
It's nice when modern tech
Especially
actually
at
ends
the
up
time.
getting used instead of just being disabled for being a performance hog.
Yeah, I still contemplate like buying one, but I think I'll probably buy just an iPad.
You reckon?
Cheaper. Yeah.
iPads are pretty good now.
But yeah, I love the Surface. I think it's excellent.
Hmm.
One of the good things that Microsoft has released.
I have an iPad Pro that I use a lot.
Oh, I was gonna
It's
say,
quite nice.
you know what everything is?
Pain.
Yeah. No, it's a fairly old program that essentially just functions as a search over all of your drives, and it caches it very efficiently. So once it's scanned your drives once, it takes a couple seconds, but you can run it permanently if you really care, like if you're using it a lot. You can search through any single file in your entire system in like a split second. It's really handy.
Windows does this.
Windows does do it, maybe. It didn't, I mean, in my brain it didn't. As far
When
as I
Windows
remembered,
10
Windows
came
10
out, it
always
did it.
sucked. Yeah? I always thought it was very
No,
slow.
I've never used everything. It seems to work instantly for me.
Everything's really nice because it's like when you remember that you have a
Use
file.
that- Yeah, but I don't use a hard drive.
Oh, but it's
So I never used a hard drive with Windows 10.
when not just hard drive, it's just any drive. But like when you remember you have a really specific file, but you don't remember where it is. You're like, oh, it's Tommy profile pic, like cv.docs.
Sure.
You type it in, and it's handy.
Because it's an SSD, it can find it easily. So I assume like the caching helps when it's an HDD.
Sure. Yeah, no,
That's
it's
gonna take
really good
time.
with a hard drive. Yeah. It's also good if you're trying to clean your PC of stuff. So if you like want to get rid of everything to do with Razer on your machine, you type in Razer, and it will just show everything that has Razer in the name. You're like, oh, this should be here. Or, oh, I can delete all these folders. And it's like some stuff from like 2012 or something. And you're like, oh, probably could get rid of that. Although I think it can be dangerous. People probably end up using it like CCleaner when they accidentally delete a bunch of files because they save 2 kilobytes and it turns out they're like important cache files. Like people delete like
It's really
their
epic.
yeah, well, people like delete their like cache thing that says like stop
see
updating
this-
Windows and then wonder why Windows updated itself.
They see the stuff that's like not ticked automatically, and they're like, you know what, fuck that, tick that automatically. I don't know what it does, but I'm just gonna tick it because I need to delete that because I want 10 megabytes more.
CCleaner's dangerous, and I haven't used it because in a long time because the last time I used it, I was like, oh yeah, I can delete duplicate files, and then Photoshop stopped working. Like I had to like find
I
an old
remember
hard
that-
drive with it.
I remember deleting something that just deleted all of the preview images on Windows. So like for every single picture, I
Yeah, you
had
have to
like,
recache it.
Recache
Oh,
it.
that's like I think that might even be pre-selected, but that's like the top of the list. I remember that being a thing.
Ugh. So dumb.
Oh, but anyway,
How
yeah.
do I know what Steam avatar to use?
I think whenever I get my new PC, I'll probably end up maining like some Unix on it, I don't know what, and then having Windows as a side just for some games. Because I don't know, what games do I even play? I play like RuneLite, that apparently works on Unix. I play a lot of Steam things that probably work on it. What do I play that even requires Windows? Like Genshin?
Final Fantasy.
Final
it won't.
Fantasy? Oh yeah,
Final Fantasy TK.
there's enough.
Okay.
There's probably enough things that I need to
Install
have
it,
it.
TK.
I installed it.
Why haven't you played with us?
All week. I've been busy.
Valorant with Apollo.
I actually haven't been playing Valorant.
League of Legends with Rainy then.
I also haven't been playing League of
TK,
Legends.
there's a
Uh,
Pokemon League of
Depression?
Legends. Do you want to go?
Among Us.
I
Go, go.
know. Oh, I
Yeah,
wish
go
I
on.
was playing Among Us.
Among
Is the Pokemon League of Legends out yet? I didn't think it was
No.
out yet.
No, but I thought I'd mention it and then have you give
Yeah,
content for 10
I'm
minutes.
actually completely down to play that.
You want to play that together? Is it going to cost money?
Sure. I have no
No,
idea.
It's gonna be free. 'cause
Someone mentioned
everything's
this, and
free.
I was like, TK will definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so down to
We
play
were
it.
talking about this yesterday.
You down to clown?
The thing
Like,
is,
it's gonna be TK's favorite.
I
What do you
really
mean,
want to
though?
play it, but I already know it's going to be bad.
Is it?
No, it's gonna be a clone of a MOBA.
Is it not going to be the exact same as all the other
Because it's
MOBAs?
going to be a Pokemon MOBA, so it's going to be extremely dumbed down.
Why isn't it called a
It's also gonna
POBA?
be on mobile, so it's gonna actually
Have
be
like
super
every
dumb.
And it's-
Oh, it's not on the
also gonna be
Switch.
mobile and
Probably gonna
isn't
get,
it
like,
mobile and
capped
Switch?
So hard.
Yeah, mobile and Switch.
Yeah, which is like, I'd
If you
rather
get
play
to
on
evolve
PC.
your Pokemon first, your like stats fucking skyrocket, and you can kill everyone else until they evolve.
It sounds like
It's
one of
like-
those, like...
It's being fed in League.
Is it like Heroes of the Storm where
Yeah,
people
but
are
in
going
this
to
game
enjoy
it's
it
just
more than the serious ones because it turns out
Heroes
that
of the Storm
MOBAs
is
are more
fun,
fun
yeah.
when they're like silly rather than trying to
Yeah.
be
We're
super
Talking a lot
mimicsy.
about Heroes of Storm, Woolen, for someone
'cause it's
who's
people-
never played Heroes of Storm.
People always talk about it so highly, and whenever people talk about League of
Minecraft
Legends and
plays
Dota,
it.
they like cry.
Yeah.
So the reason Heroes of
Storm's
Storm,
fun.
I thought it was like a
It's
casual
fun.
game.
but it's
It is.
extremely casual. That's why people don't play it over League.
Yeah, but
Because
people
like you
need
don't have to buy items.
People need
at
to be
all.
casual, you know?
I mean, I really like Smite as well. There's another like.
But it's like when you die in Heroes of the Storm, it's very
Die
inconsequential.
in real life.
Yo, that's
Whereas
inconsequential.
in League, if you die, you do die in
Yeah,
real life.
like
Yeah, they
a
commit
little bit,
social
right?
death.
snowballing isn't as big of an issue
What am I
as like
doing here?
League or Dota. Like where if you feed the enemy like twice, you've probably lost. Whereas in Here's the Storm, you can probably
managed.
feed like 10
Oh, it's like a
times.
smoke
Think-
over here.
Honestly, in League, I never felt like. Obviously, there were fights you would lose, and then you'd be like, "Oh, this is probably over." But like, sometimes your entire team could die, and the game would just go on. Like, I don't think League was that
Sure.
crazy for snowball.
But like
I
when
really
you get into
enjoyed
like
our
when you
league
watch,
time.
I
only
thought it
remember,
was
like,
fun.
watching
One
people
game.
play.
That it gives me anxiety now.
Yeah, that one
That's
game
really
ruined everything.
uncomfortable.
I liked the
Once-
one where I played as Ari or whatever.
Be right back a sec.
Harry Potter. Yeah,
Tomo
TK's
and
one.
not Tomo and I, TK and I played a few, like, we tried to play ranked to get our ranks, and we
Oh,
were
God.
put in games that were way higher ranked than us, and people were so mean, and it was so horrible that I've never wanted to go back. I've literally not played since.
Did you not immediately want to go back and play with them to beat
I
them?
think yeah.
It's
Isn't-
just so terribly designed. It
I
put you
just-
in games way higher, and like then you just get trash talked endlessly.
Yeah, I've decided that anytime that I want to play ranked, I have to have a full stack.
That's like
that's it.
CS:GO though. Like you don't want to play that like solo.
Yeah,
You see people
Well,
say
I
like
enjoyed-
I
So mean in ranked games.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Quake Champions
Quake was really fun. Is it still
because I
got
could
any
just
player
play
base?
duels and it was fun. No, obviously not.
You'll have to
Like
get-
I don't want to play it because Quake Champions is shite. Like it's general.
I enjoyed
wank
us streaming
makes
it
me
together.
angry.
It ran really well.
Sure, but it's still wank. It's not fun.
Yeah, but
So.
I mean, maybe you need to do it less often then. Here we
But
go.
I doubt it's got a player base.
Oh. Wait, what's the current Quake like? There's always one, right?
Diabolical.
Is Diabotical the current one that has any player base?
I don't think it's got a
You
player
can play Rats Instagibbs.
Yo.
Yeah, Rats Instagive actually. I've got it now, I think, but I haven't
games.
played it.
ISI incarnate.
Wait, is it
That's Instagive. I love Instagive.
is it just straight up Instagib, but everyone's rats?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really fun.
I like
but
Instagiv.
It's so bad for my wrist. It's so bad.
Well, I probably couldn't play it then. I get an issue with the wrist at work trying to use
Yeah,
the
I mean,
control
I-
key on Windows.
The reason that part of the reason that we didn't play Diabotical that much was literally because every time that we played and we played for
Oh,
like
God.
3 hours, my wrist was broken after an
Jeez
hour, and I was
fucking
just
God.
like I didn't want to play because it just hurt. Also, that was epic, Willen.
Yeah, I managed to kill fucking Lumine.
You might want to do the main quest still, by the way.
Am I not doing the main quest right now?
No, you're just searching for a wrecked ship on a side.
Oh no, I
quest,
was just fucking exploring.
And you're just exploring, yeah. But you might want to do the main quest because there is a battle, and then there is like a story and an end to the
What is the
story that
quest?
is good.
Oh, I'm not even
I'm
chasing the
in your
quest.
list.
Look for Albedo. Oh shit, I didn't know I was actually
I
doing
would,
something.
Yeah, I would.
Twinning.
I'm assuming you don't want to play this 3 days in a row. But it is a very nice quest, I thought. So you might want to finish it. But it's up to you. You don't have to. I'm not for.
You know what?
I haven't complained all this time whilst you were.
That's right, Tomu. For you, Tomu, I will play. I would even play a video game I enjoy. For you, Tomu. And that says a lot, I think, about our friendship.
You I'd risk it all.
For you, I'd biscuit.
Like all these conches. I'm not even mentioning them.
Conches? Think about your
Just get all the
haunches.
conscious. Get
Nah.
all the honkers.
Yo, now you're calling them honkers. I have to, right?
Honk.
You
No.
honk.
He who
You know why
honks.
they honk?
He who honks first, honks last.
Everyone honks in Cakestown.
He who honks,
Honk.
honks. Yo, is that Fischl?
Boss.
When did Fischl get here?
You're official.
What does Fischl's birth say?
Birthday? It's the
Yeah,
21st of February.
What happened at Fischl's birth?
Birth? Probably was born, right? Usually.
Came out a mess.
Oh, came out.
Yes. Us says she means nice to meet you. Us says what do birds say?
Yo,
It's like a crow, a raven.
Yeah.
Raven.
Uh,
Hello, Jesse. It's cool. You should call me a baka. This island is big. What could it be? And then the voice line is albedo.
TK's never coming back. man.
First time
I mean,
met Albedo.
albedo one-chan.
I still haven't done Albedo's quest because I don't really care about him.
Is he
TK,
the
where are you?
blonde one?
I see you in chat.
Who was the
He
one I?
doesn't see us.
Who was the quest I did in the Frosty Mountain? Is that him?
The Misty Mountains?
Yeah, in the Misty Mountain. Oh,
In the Hobbits?
I've been him.
the Misty
Misty
Mountains.
cold.
Cold Paimon. Dwa. Yeah, it's this guy. Oh, he seemed interesting.
Paimon.
See, I got like
This
a
guy is
pop-up
so
message.
boring, dude.
Diana?
Yeah.
Oh, I
I got a
forgot.
big old pop-up
was
that
here.
introduced me to Albedo.
Oh, I didn't.
Just because you've met him before.
Thought the two of you could do
Sorry,
sometime.
Ivan.
Oh. Alabedo.
To
I received a letter.
dungeon.
He sounds like a Dragon Quest character.
Yes.
They were all signed Dodo King.
You're a Dodo King.
Anyone find it not hard to crack a smile when he says Dodo King? Everyone came to this archipelago. Mine was simple. It says, I have Klee. If you wish to see her, come to the Golden Apple Archipelago. I mean, that's an easy way to get anyone over. I have Klee. That's blackmail. Paimon's angry.
Yeah, I am Klee.
Yo! Cake's been looking for you. Oh, you'll find a gold sunken pirate ship. Antique vases of incredible rarity. God, he loves antique vases. It appears someone came to learn the circumstances surrounding the eye patch your granddad left you. Did you fall on a vase? God, look at this Paimon. She makes like an old lady voice. She goes like... You know?
That's not an old lady voice. That was a demon.
Oh, it's Paimon, right?
Paimon's sweet and innocent and just wants the best.
I was a
for you.
fucking loser.
And she also has the void in her stomach. That's what the
Same.
Abyss
I
Mage
can't believe
is
it's
about.
Kirby. Bum, 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 bum.
We did this yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Repeated bit.
Yeah, we repeated bit. Oh, wait, what was the one I said I would redo for comedy?
Feet.
Yeah, feet. Was it?
Oh, I don't know. I just think feet are funny.
I thought you were climbing something.
Yeah, I was climbing. I don't remember what I was climbing about though. Kind-hearted cat-eared gentleman he encountered. Cat-eared? They're cat boys in this game?
Yeah.
Giraffe?
It's a few.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that lives at.
It's like Diona's father.
Oh, one of the guys. Is he the guy that was stuck in time in that village?
He's an alcoholic.
Oh.
He's the one in the village, yeah.
Redhead bunny girl.
Bunny girl.
This guy does not have a nose. I do not think Dodo King exists. Dodo King is real. He's Dodo King.
How does he smell?
Are they not saying Mao, like demon? Like devil? Something caught Razor's attention, or he wouldn't have leapt from the dragon. Of course he did. Bloody Razor. There's no sign of a boat. Based on our position that made him jump. If he didn't land there, he must have landed over there.
What I
That
really like
platform.
about this is the gang's all here, minus Amber and Bennett.
Isn't Amber meant to be like... I thought she was meant to be like the secondary character.
No, she's just introduced.
Hmm.
They're all secondary characters.
Nah.
That's their point.
I guess Lisa might be the secondary character.
No.
No, but I feel like she's in more quests than all the others, isn't she? I guess
she's
Klee might
in
now.
her own- she's in her own quests, and then she's like, hey, this is Kaya, this is Lisa, this is Razor.
Wait, who's the
You know,
lady
they
I was
did-
looking at
They
that's
did
not
this
Lisa?
to try and reintroduce characters that haven't been in the game for a long time.
So why aren't
Yeah.
they showing Amber, huh?
Just fuck Amber.
She got to be part of Razor's quest.
Was she in Razor's quest?
Yeah.
Oi!
And I assume she's also part of Eula's quest, but I haven't done it yet.
Oh yeah, aren't they friends? TK's sorting
Yes.
something.
Yeah, he left us again.
Yeah, I mean, it's just TK, right?
And
He's
he
probably
said he
gone,
had to do something, now he's sorting something.
he's probably gone
Because
for
we
a poo.
threatened him with a good time in Final Fantasy that he's just bailing on us.
Oh, are
again.
you gonna
He's
ERP with
never
him?
showing up.
Fantasy when he comes
Yeah.
back.
He's
You know, we were playing and somebody walked up to me and was like
called you a bit of a sus.
being towards me, and I don't like
What did they say?
it. They couldn't talk. That's the problem.
Funny.
Just blew a whole lot of kisses.
And then there was somebody called like Ankle Enjoyer, and he was talking about his
Ankle
ankles.
enjoy. You know
And I
he's
got him a cake.
that's the best sort of
He
RP though.
sweated profusely.
Very
with
specific.
angles.
I came to defend Cake and threatened to eat Ankle Enjoyer.
Did you?
because he was small.
Sounds like you were enjoying your multiplayer online game.
Yeah.
This game will give you the opportunity
And
to say
then-
booba. There's no booba in this, don't worry.
Cake was feeling very awkward, but I
I
was
just
enjoying
don't
it.
like roleplay. I hate that kind of stuff.
You don't like it when a stranger on the internet says, like, whispers in your ear. Nice ankles.
Cake was nervously laughing.
The guy like kept coming back to me and like looking at me. And then he would
It
walk
was so
away. And then
funny.
he'd
Wait, do you
return.
play with voice chat on in-game?
There's no voice chatting in
Voice
game.
chat's not a thing.
Oh,
man.
thank
He
God.
just types.
Types like,
It's like he just
smiley
kept
face.
coming back to like look at me. It's just so
Right.
awkward. It makes me feel like he thinks there's genuinely like a girl behind the character. And
Oh,
it's just
you're playing a girl character.
being sucked. Well, obviously, yeah.
You know, it is Final Fantasy, so literally everyone
Play a
plays
cat
a
girl.
character.
Yeah, doesn't everyone play a cat girl? Wasn't I playing a cat girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course you were.
Of course I
Who
was.
wouldn't play a cat girl?
Well, I mean, you're given the free opportunity to, right?
I can't possibly imagine a world where you would have chosen anything else.
I mean, like literally,
mean,
why
it's
would you?
Lala-
not?
Lalafell.
Yeah, TK's a Lalafell.
What's that?
Fistrose a Lalafell
Is that a
too,
dwarf?
right?
Who is? Chris? No.
Yeah. Did she not?
No, she was like an elf.
I don't remember. at
Imagine
all.
literally not being a cat girl.
I think Chris was an elf. She was either an elf or like an Ora.
An ogre.
Oh, that's possible as well, I suppose.
But
No, because
imagine-
you couldn't play that on the trial.
You can.
Imagine wanting to be a dwarf though,
No.
or like a
Why?
like an elf in like an RPG
you-
like that. Just be like a
You can
standard
take this-
character.
Because Heaven's Word is included.
I
The
hate
guy
it.
that can talk to you was an Ora.
Yeah, is that the Eden project in the distance?
Hello, I returned.
Hey.
Hey, TK.
You want to play Final Fantasy?
Right at the
Final
moment.
Fantasy.
Could you
now.
play
Right now.
current fantasy?
The
Do I
past fan.
play Final
Maybe I
Fantasy?
should have done this teleport waypoint last time I was here.
I mean, the thing is, I don't really, but I mean, for you guys, I could.
Hey, TK, I might play at some point as well.
Watch yourself. You guys can't play together because I changed servers. So TK's on the new server because you weren't playing it. So me and
Wait,
Kate can play with you. but you
Characters
can't
aren't
play with
incompatible.
TK. You
Wait,
don't
am I
have
on the
access.
right server?
I don't
You're on
remember.
the
Remember
right
that.
server.
Hell yeah! I don't remember.
Wait, how
Someone
did
on
I
the
am-
last server.
Because Woodham played with me before Cake started playing, and I was on a different
Oh
server.
right, yeah.
I don't remember how
But
the
then
server
you can-
thing
I have a new
works.
patch.
Because you're a free trial player, you just can't visit other servers. But me and Cake can visit you, so we can play with you, but you can't play with TK or Chris.
You know, this was the other thing. It was like I was considering
Grace
like
is
getting
tired.
into a couple of games. They're like more time consuming.
Yeah, Final Fantasy.
Collaborate
This one's
controller, this is one. I thought about trying old school RuneScape again,
Is Razor?
but I don't. I think the problem is I just want to find a game I really enjoy.
Final
That
Fantasy
probably
would
won't
be
be
great.
Final Fantasy for you, but
I feel like that's the thing. It's like I'll enjoy Final Fantasy for playing with you guys, not playing Final
I'll
Fantasy.
say though, I wasn't necessarily the most positive in the beginning playing Final
Yeah,
Fantasy.
I remember.
Tamil remember as well. But I think the ender game, it definitely improves as you go on.
Enderman?
The main quest in the beginning and the dungeons are just boring and easy.
Yeah. If you know
But
how
like
to
the
play
game gets really good. The trials are really cool. Like,
it's worth it.
It reminds
I
you of
don't know if
watching
it
Northern
is.
Lion make a meticulous
think you
recreation of
have to
himself in a
be a
character
MMO
creator than playing
to know what
online
you're
only
getting
with people that are horrible.
Do I have
twisted
to
monstrosities.
repick the server?
It's always a bald man with glasses.
oh, it might be because you reinstalled TK.
Razor's
What
Yes.
cool.
server was I?
It's rigging on Chaos, right?
Yeah.
I like
Okay.
Razor.
Razor's nice.
Yeah, he sounds
Razor's
cool.
an ooh-ah-woo.
Maybe that's why he's
Yeah.
cool.
Just like TK.
I just like him, you know. But yeah, Razor looks a bit like TK, doesn't he? He's always shirtless and talking slowly.
Why did both of you just go just like TK?
It's just so.
Let's
it's so
go, Paimon.
established.
Do we
Oh, I
sl-
forgot my character
place
was T
Paimon in the
space
machine?
K.
Are we gonna place Paimon in this, and it's gonna
Yeah,
turn
put
into?
Paimon in there.
Watch out,
She's a
Paimon.
component.
Hang on, I'm gonna
Do
try.
I only have one character?
Oh,
that I
special-
can
Yeah.
make?
Oh,
Yeah.
I clicked on
Yeah,
special
so I
event, and it
can't.
took me
I
into.
don't want to make a
fucking-
new one,
Special event took me into my browser.
but I kind of don't want to be.
1,000
Small
questions
boy
with
anymore.
Paimon. Yo,
You get a free Fantasia when you get to level 50, right?
Yeah.
do
The
I?
main quest.
Do I need to do this quick Paimon thing? Do I just need to?
You'll get a free swap eventually, TK.
Which quick Paimon thing?
I don't know what I'd want.
I don't know. I've opened something in
it
my
opens
browser.
a quiz that you can earn some Mora.
I've done A on everything, and I only got 2 of
They're
them
adding
right.
male bunny guys.
Yeah, 3 of them.
Oh, I guess I'll be that.
I
They're
did
kind
it.
of really homoerotic,
Just like me.
but I think cat boys are as well. So
Yeah.
I
Do
don't
I
think
want to
there's
be a bunny boy or
Another
a cat
one.
boy?
You don't need to do the quiz. one,
TK,
it
why
doesn't
do you want to
give
be a
you anything.
boy? Quiz event open now. Is that?
Because that's what I am. The game is also incredibly loud.
Yeah. Yo, I just got 60 Paimon points.
Your Paimon point.
Wait, can I get? Can I?
Paimon does have a point.
Oh, yo, I can buy a Klee.
Where's settings in this game? Where is it gone?
I got a Emerald Orb. That's new to me, actually. I think I've gotten that one before.
There's a lot going on. People are undercutting me. on
Another
this
bloody
thing, that's
sharpshooter's
what-
oath.
I need to go down.
Oh, you reckon I've got enough of these like sharpshooter's oaths and stuff? Maybe that's like the gun I'm using right now.
You could refine it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
if you
I'm
haven't
wondering.
already.
Well, I thought I had, but I don't know. What is it? It's just refined. Oh, this one's max refined. What about on?
Eastern Line Marcy.
I
Bloody
remember the
fresh
one
on
thing I
that.
do hate.
What?
Just, I have to press Control to go to a different layer,
What's
and I
a-
have to hold it. I can't just like toggle, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we talked. Oh, I remember.
Yeah, this is what made me quit last time.
Alright,
Shit.
this is probably fine. Oh, I should probably heal my team, huh?
Too many buttons for TK.
Well, I don't like that I have to hold. I want to toggle. Like, have they not added a way to do that yet?
Oh yeah.
Bad game. I'm leaving. No, I'm not. Don't
TK,
worry.
I can't believe you're gone.
You probably macro it. You probably set it up somehow. And
I think I looked into it faintly, and then I just gave up. I'm so small.
You are tiny. Like, I sorry, I didn't want to mention it, but you are like 1 foot
I
tall.
was small like you too, TK.
I can jump
Wait,
higher
are all
than
my
you, though.
foods just revival foods?
But you
I
look
have
up at me when I jump high
Stuffed the
enough.
bloody traveler. She is like, she cannot eat a single more.
Wait, why are you both looking at me?
I put Paimon in the.
I must.
I'd like you to stop.
Oh no, he's immune to all hits I can do, so it wasn't a good time to use my special abilities, I suppose.
There's 2 tall women walking at me menacingly.
My character's fucking tiny. It's just that yours is.
Hey chat, look, I'm finally
Even
playing
tiny.
Sekiro again.
How is your character tiny?
Mine is like 150.
Oh, what's yours?
Not 150.
Did I do mine on the minimum? I feel like
Yeah,
I did.
you did. You made the absolute smallest bit.
God, I'm a fucking idiot, aren't I?
It's fine. You'll get the chance to change eventually.
Yeah, but I can never change what class I am, can I?
You can always
Yeah, you
change
can
the class
change
Oh,
the
can
classes.
I?
You
You
can
can change them
always-
right now.
Look, I'm a healer now. No, I'm a bard. Sorry,
Wait, you can
fuck.
do that?
I'm a healer now.
Yeah, you can change your classes as soon as you hit
It's not the
level,
server.
15. No.
Okay.
Now I play music. Do you want to hear something annoying?
Is that to stop people from getting like BM'd while they can't go on like adventures? Because they're like, oh, we need a healer, so we can't use you. You're a melee.
Because other MMOs that are famous, such as World of Warcraft, you pick a class to play,
And
and
it's
you
your
have
thing for
that
the whole
class,
game.
that entire character, and then the replayability is to level up the new class on a different character, which is kind of annoying. Whereas Final Fantasy were like, what if we just do that, but we do it on the same
But
character?
the leveling in WoW is really easy because you get to do the quests every time.
What do you mean,
If
sorry?
you want to see that way. Like the main quest for leveling your like one character in Final Fantasy only works once.
Oh,
Then you
and
have
WoW
to
can you
find
just
your
do
own
the same
way to
quest
level.
over and over?
Yeah, when you make a new character, you get all the quests again.
Yeah.
So there's always
You
a new
get the entire
character.
story because you're starting
Yeah.
again, so you just do the main story and then you do the dungeon.
You just do
Where
water
am
forest.
What the fuck?
You're in
Oh, wait, in Final
Eastern
Fantasy, if you make a new
Russia.
character, it's on the same account. You need to make a new account.
You in Final Fantasy, most people only have one character with all the classes on because you can
Alright.
swap really easy. You could make a new character, but when you can play all of them on one, there's really good reason to.
If they want to replay through the game, I guess.
you can replay it on the same character. There's New Game Plus,
Oh,
so
fair.
you can do the story. It's literally only to play with like other friends on different data centers, but even that won't be needed in the next expansion. As we'll be able to visit different data centers.
The shrew dust amound you. Archipelago once had a human population. They were visitors from somewhere else.
Don't run away now.
Yeah, we're on a UFO.
They'll
Crystals.
never find me here. Oh
Transparent ore.
fuck, they found me. Oh!
And
It's the
flowers and
whale!
stones.
But different.
Whale.
Someone commemorated the machine.
What happened to this whale?
Heartfelt offering of gratitude. Are they gratitude crystals?
You see, Kate's whale can't go to the moon, TK, but mine can. And the next expansion's on the moon.
I think I prefer this whale.
Oh.
Where are we going?
Where are we dropping, boys?
You wanna get to Tomato Town?
Hell yeah. I don't know what one's my main mission or
How is
what's
it you
my
do it?
side
Is it
mission.
shift click your quest? How the fuck is it you share quest, Tower?
How you share a quest?
Yeah, so I can see his location.
I don't know how you share quests in this.
No, not but the location. You can put the flag down that I can see.
Oh yeah, you can right click on the map.
You lied to me.
Control right click on the map.
Like that?
And then it just puts a flag in
No,
the
I
chat.
remove it.
And you
How
send
do I
it to
get-
the party. So if
Key
you, do
of three
slash,
colors.
if you do /party and then hit enter, that'll put you into party chat default, and then you can.
Wait. Oh, wait. Which one's my main? How do I know which one my main quest
So
is?
it's like a meteor on the icon.
Yeah. It's got, like,
I have one with a tick. And one with like a
Southwesterly
plus.
Isle.
Is the outline like a fucking meteor?
No. Wait, maybe?
It should be like you have like a main scenario quest somewhere as well on your screen. Actually, I don't know where it is on the default HUD.
What? I have okay, wait.
You can send a screenshot to me and I'll tell you which one it is, and then you can figure it out from that.
Everyone's got
Tommy,
their bloody hands
tell
on
me
their
what's
hips.
going on. Where are you in my DMs, Tommy? There. The last thing you sent me is TK Sasiba.
So the one with the green tick is the meteor one, and then the other one is
Okay.
your warrior quest, your job quest. It's got a blue thing.
So are they both important?
I can't
Yeah,
believe
both
Jean is
important.
Clay's mother. Worry.
I'm Clee's mother.
You are as well.
I am. I've got all the bodily parts
Why can't I make a flag? Oh, I made a flag.
in my cupboard.
So what do I do now I've made a flag? Oh,
Yeah, just control right click and then send it into the party chat.
So TK, which is your Genshin Impact
So to do
waifu?
party chat.
party.
you
Oh,
do,
I did it!
yeah.
I don't play Genshin.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I don't know any of the characters.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
I
except the
genuinely
other
could
one
not
when
name
someone
one of
gets it.
them.
Yeah, you could.
Press the yes. We are leaving. Mid-rubbing in
Okay, mother.
something else that isn't Tomato Town.
Where are we dropping, boys?
Where's my human child?
Oh,
Oh, he's here.
hey.
The smallest boy.
Oh, you can see the moon going up in this. That's cool.
Is there
Can't
someone
believe
here?
I've
Is this
returned to
door?
being mothered.
Return to
Uber has
TK.
arrived.
Your booba has arrived.
I forget how to get off.
V, I think.
Thank you. No, that doesn't
Shit,
do
that's
it.
my rebind.
Uh,
I don't know what the
Zed.
fucking default mount
Oh, are
is.
you
sorry.
playing Final Fantasy?
yeah,
Are you in
Yeah.
his car?
yeah.
He's riding
He's
my
vroom, vroom.
whale.
When did you get a whale cake? That was
When did
Tommy's.
I speak
I spent
to-
30 quid on this shit, so TK could sit on my mount.
Oh yeah, isn't there only a couple mounts that are multiplayer?
Yeah, they've added more in now, so now I've
They
got
all
an
cost
8-man
money.
mount.
Didn't Tommy leave me on like the top of a cliff somewhere and I couldn't do anything?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did that to Kyobi as well. I know for a fact.
There's so many
Rock
quests
many
around
people.
here.
I really liked
You
that.
really
I
only
couldn't play
wanted
the game
to
for a
do
while and I just stared at like the ceiling.
It was a good minute.
No, it was like 20 minutes.
It was not 20 minutes.
I was there for
You
quite
hide.
a while.
You
No.
were not there. We're going back to the VOD one.
You left me there for a very long time, Tommy.
I did not. It just felt like a long time.
It was really boring.
You were there for a minute.
I was there for like 20 minutes.
You were
Wait,
there for a minute. Wait.
guys,
I'm-
wait.
I'm Frog.
I
You're
told
Frog.
you to wait.
I'm here waiting
I'm
next to you.
Fumo.
Guys, wait a second.
I'm Frog.
Is this not the island in the southwest? Because I would.
How do
Yeah,
I?
it is.
How do I change my hotbar?
You just gotta go to where the
you
icon
can
is on
pull
the map.
things onto
There's
it,
a map icon.
and then there should be a
Yeah.
lock somewhere if you want to move stuff around.
Okay. Hey, Yoma. Oh, everyone's
What I'm
blurry.
curious about is, I'm pretty sure, didn't I get a mount? Like a little boy mount?
Oh, we have a little chocobo. It's
Yeah.
in the character. There's like a line of red icons,
He's trying to join my
Yeah.
game.
and you click on the man furthest left, the character, and there should be a mount guide.
Mount guide.
Have a little
do have
company
a
shop.
little- Look,
When did they
look
start
right.
using blur in this game?
He's still
Clean nose
small.
and-
He's like as tall as me now.
Why am I still so small?
Come out and
Small
face
chocobo
her.
for
You
small
hear?
man.
Yo, Chocobo.
I
Why are
haven't
you
put the
why are
armor
you
on.
flexing on me?
Wait, I can
Oh,
put that one on as well.
wait, it is just my mount is also small.
Yeah, it's you. Because you're small.
Bloody
I haven't
Paimon's starting to get upset.
He's fast though. Look at him.
Why does every
Go.
character in this game sound 2 years old? Because you're slightly racist,
Oh,
apparently,
I
Yoma.
love
This is Albedo.
It's like,
Quest
Energy
complete.
shield needs an energy source.
they have
What?
their own player.
How are you, Yoma?
I got like 5 from being around here. There's also, this is my main one over
Bad
here.
sign.
Yeah, you just want to do your main quest. You don't need to do the side quest.
Should I not do any of them?
No,
You don't have to do any side
they
quests.
won't give
Sure.
you any significant experience the first
Hey,
time
Five
around.
Foot.
Side quests in this game suck ass.
That as
Pointless.
well. But the main
Freeborn.
quest is also boosted in experience. It's base boosted.
Dude, does
Base
TK still get the
boosted.
100%? don't know.
Yeah.
Hello.
don't know.
Easy.
Sorry.
I don't know if TK gets it, but I know that he gets all the boosted main quest experience, which is more than enough.
Something to do with the
Because
shield.
when we joined the server, it had the double XP, didn't it?
So, no, this server went full the other day, so I don't know what's going on right now.
Are we a full big server now?
No,
Yeah,
it's
I had
server,
to I had to queue actually.
Yeah.
There was
And right,
30
right now
people in the queue.
it's not peak time to play because it's just waiting for an expansion that's delayed. So
Oh, it's gonna suck.
nobody is playing right now. But lots of new people have started because
Wait, the
of
Chocobo
great-
Keeper.
the great World of Warcraft migration has started.
What's that happening?
Oh, because WoW did something dumb, right?
Yeah, WoW. No, I mean they keep doing dumb stuff, but like WoW's in a depression era.
Is WoW doing badly right
It's
now?
been going downhill.
Yeah, they're in the Dark Age in Civ terms.
Didn't they add in like old school
I'm
WoW?
following the wrong guys.
Like WoW Classic? Did that not like
Yeah, that's.
fix it?
That was fun, right?
I think that's
People
still
like
pog,
that.
right?
They've split the player base from that.
Well, that's
So there's
what
Burning
RuneScape
Crusade,
did.
which is
Yeah.
epic. Yeah, no, but no, they've split the player base on the classic.
Oh, how?
So the Burning Crusade got released.
Yeah.
So you can
is
either
that-
play the Burning Crusade, or you can play classic WoW, or you can play real WoW.
What was Burning
many
Crusade?
options.
So the classical is split 2 ways.
Is Classic until the first expansion pack?
Yeah, which is the Burning Crusade, which is one of the best expansions of all time.
Yes. Burning Crusade peak.
In like any
Glitching was really good as well, though.
So are people starting to realize that maybe some of the RS3 features would have been nice in RS2? Like, oh yeah,
I
actually
think
Burning
they've
Crusade
been
was
added
pretty good.
RS to old school.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
are they like, oh, actually, yeah, Burning Crusade was pretty good. I'd like to play that.
Yeah, but lots of people have also just wanted to stay in classic, so it's split the player base there. But also in the current game, it's
How he TK.
it's stagnating a bit. Like there hasn't been a big
Just
update.
build them all.
RuneScape hasn't had a big update in a while
Healing's
though.
too powerful for him.
We're getting like a slightly different Din's shield stats that like swings a bit faster.
Sure. But it still gets weekly updates.
Oh, I
Whereas
just
WoW, I
returned.
think it's like 6 months without an update.
Oh, fair.
or longer.
Well, didn't they did something where they were like, hey, this legendary everyone took ages to get. Just recraft
It
them
was
all.
really fun when they first added it because you were like super excited when you got one from
They
like
made
the
they made relics but better. Like they saw relics from Final Fantasy and they saw how shit they were, but how everybody liked them. And they were like, how about we make
What
that
are
but like
relics?
wowify it? It's just a fancy weapon you get.
Are they
Yeah,
anything?
long time
relics
ago.
in WoW were really good as well. You could like customize like what do you want to upgrade it?
Yeah,
with? Like which
exactly.
abilities will it have?
It's
How
so
would like
much-
ooh, it's so cool.
So
Is
much
it-
better than the Final Fantasy one, but it does the same thing that like WoW is better than Final Fantasy in the fact that you can have 3 like specializations for a class, whereas Final Fantasy you don't.
Is it like
So it's just the same. It just has
the?
like a talent tree, but for a weapon.
Is
I
it
don't
like the
think the WoW
Fallout 4
classes are
weapons?
perfect,
Where you can like
but
craft them bit by bit, or is
Final
it like a...
Fantasy suffers from a big case of reskin classes.
Yeah,
They all
a big
play
case
the
of
same.
a big case of this game is made for babies.
Which one? WoW.
No,
Final Fantasy.
I thought WoW was
most of
really...
the classes play the same.
Oh, is it just
No,
the WoW
WoW's
storyline?
unbalanced. WoW's unbalanced, so
Yeah.
sometimes, like, depending which expansion, like 5 of the specializations are absolute wank, and if you play it, you are throwing and you need to respec
Oh, right.
because you are useless. You
But the
can't
good
do
thing
anything.
is that most classes
Everyone
have
hates
like
you.
1 or 2, 3 ways maybe to play.
Yeah.
So you can always just be like, oh, I'll play this. It
Yeah.
sucks that some of them aren't valuable, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's the
Except
game just
Paladin.
works a little better in the regard of the classes
Paladin is
being more.
Always.
Paladin's always been good. Druid as well. Druids never fail.
Is there like a healer that everyone always knows?
Druid.
Druid.
Yeah,
Druid's
Druid
just
healer.
the perfect
Is
god.
Paladin like a
Paladin
tank?
Back in the day, Paladin healer was
Paladin.
pretty pog.
Paladin's still great for mythic runs.
I like
Five
Druid.
runs.
What's like the DPS boy? Is there like a main DPS?
Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter's always been relevant. People really like Rogue.
Just like
because
Hearthstone.
it's the assassin.
Yeah, people like Hunter because animals.
Yeah,
What do you mean by that?
They have pet that
Oh,
kills things.
yo.
A spider, or a bird, or a bear, or a tiger.
Oh, and it's
and
good.
though Druid can play literally all roles, like healer,
Yeah.
ranged attack, close range attack, and tank. And all of them are mostly relevant. Feral, which is like melee druid's the one who's the least useful, mostly. But, you know,
I like Druid.
Druid is the coolest thing. Getting to play as like a bear, like who the fuck doesn't want to do that?
Yeah. That's gonna be a new Diablo.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Are you
to do that.
excited?
That's the class I'm gonna play.
Same, probably. They're remastering Diablo 2, aren't they, as well?
Yeah, that's the thing I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Is it the same?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
But
couldn't
you can
remember
play
what
like
was going.
big group, can't you? They're
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
well, 8-man.
Wait, are we
Yeah.
all gonna play Diablo 2?
Yeah. I love
Oh,
Diablo 2.
can we play
Yeah,
Diablo
farm that
together?
shit.
I remember you saying you really like Diablo, Cake. You got like rainbow goblins or something.
Yeah, we farmed Diablo.
Oh, I
Yeah,
remember.
it was fun.
Just played
Hand
Diablo
over the
sometime.
noobs.
Never got the
Hand over
priest.
the noobs.
We never got it, did we?
I don't think I've played
No,
Diablo,
we
but
never
apparently a
got
lot of the
anything.
games I like have mechanics that are just straight up from Diablo that I like.
Probably. Diablo 2 is amazing.
Like it's like
That was a
a
classic.
it's like a neo roguelite. Although I guess it's after the game Rogue that roguelite comes from, but it's like it predates like Isaac and stuff.
I really
Um,
enjoyed Diablo 3. When we
I
played
was thinking
Diablo
of
3.
replaying it a bit at some point to get
Do you wanna play
hyped
that
for
sometime?
Diablo 2.
When's Diablo 2 coming?
I have no clue.
Wait, sorry, are they re-releasing Diablo 2 again, or has it never been re-released?
Yeah, no, it's not been
Never been
re-released. It's
re-released.
becoming a re-release.
Because they realise that
It's
what's the
better
point
than
when they have a
3.
perfect game already?
Diablo 2
realised
is
that
a
every-
nostalgic classic.
And every other action RPG has copied Diablo 2 and improved upon the formula. They may as well just remake it, and then they get loads of nostalgia money and loads of like free advertising from every other action RPG that advertises itself as a Diablo 2 clone.
When are
And
we
they're like,
getting
oh, let's check this out.
Rayman 2 too? That's all I want.
I genuinely
3
cannot
too.
wait for them to have a real life money auction house in Diablo 2 remastered
Another
and
guy
then
here.
take it out again.
Was the
Trying to
auction
fit
house
in
the thing
some-
people hated? Or did people like that? Which
I
was
think
the
most people hated it.
which was the game that launched and it was absolutely awful, and then after a while they removed everything that was new from it, and people liked it.
Diablo
Diablo
3.
3 had an
Diablo 3.
auction, real money auction house, and I found money on that shit, dude.
An endless login queue for one of the most hyped games of all time.
A login key, sorry?
Probably more hyped than Cyberpunk. Yeah, because it was online and it wasn't like I mean you could play it on like Diablo 2 online, but it wasn't an online game.
I
Oh, as in you were
remember
forced to play it
Diablo 3. I stayed up to play,
Oh,
Did you?
actually,
Yeah.
Game didn't
Sorry
fucking
for
work.
you.
and it
really-
wasn't worth it. It was like in the moment I actually thought it was really cool, but
Wait, what's the time
think
gap
like-
between 2 and 3?
I think it was really fun to play through. Like it's
What's
fun
the difference
story.
between 2 and 3?
What's the
for
time
the
gap?
very first,
Years.
The time gap?
How many years between
10
them?
plus years.
Okay, so it's like if Counter
I
Strike.
went to a LAN and played it all night.
Is it like CS:GO versus 1.6 sort of thing? Like if everyone
Yeah.
loves 1.6, then all of a sudden
I mean,
CS:GO comes out.
Diablo 3 is not a great game,
Well, I guess
I like
CS:GO is
it.
good, but
but it's
It's like-
it's one of those games where it's like you shouldn't like it's Fallout 4.
yeah, I
versus
was gonna
Fallout
say, is
3.
it like Fallout 4? Oh, actually, Fallout 4 was still
I think
pretty
Diablo
good.
3 is a great game, but it's nothing compared. Like you shouldn't be like, oh,
Yeah.
Diablo like 2 versus Diablo 3.
2.
Just be like, oh, this is a game on its own. Just pretend the series doesn't exist.
So it is like Fallout 4.
Yes, exactly.
like I put
Fallout 4 is a
90
great
hours
game,
into
but
that
when you put it next to
immediately.
New Vegas and 3, you're like, oh,
It sucks, yeah.
why has this guy got a quest with a purple?
Guns felt really
back-
nice in
it's a
Fallout 4.
fate. They're like little.
Oh, TK.
Get out of here.
TK.
What's up?
Did you see that Windows 11 Home Edition is going to require always-on internet connection?
Oh wait, I did that. I
And,
didn't. That
you
sounds
need a
terrible.
Microsoft account for the first install, so you can't make a local account and use that unless you have Ultimate, which I have, I guess. But if you have a Home Edition, or you're trying to install it in a VM, you have to have a Microsoft account.
On the plus side,
And
you
always
don't
be
need a
on.
new copy of Windows.
Probably. But
don't.
you require to be always on. It's like constantly DRM checking.
I sensed a hostile
You can use
presence.
your PC, mate. It's just to install it the first time, you need to have an internet connection.
And also,
Just
anytime I
having
think
a
it wants to do
punch.
any Windows updates, or presumably that instead of doing big updates,
I don't
they've
think
been
you can update
modularizing it.
Windows without an internet connection.
No, but I think it's going to be doing a lot more send homes than they're currently doing, and if you're offline for a while, they might yell at you. I'm pretty sure patch note says you're required to have Windows always on. Could someone go read it for me, because I'm probably spouting nonsense, and I'm trying to
fine,
fearmonger because I'm the media.
You're fearmongering.
Yeah, but I like fearmongering a little bit.
It's to install it the first time because it's tied to your Microsoft account and they're not letting you install the local version that everybody else installs that has the nice text in the bottom right that says, please purchase Windows 10. Please purchase
If-
it.
If that
Make
makes
your money.
if it
Stop
makes
using
it
this free version.
If it makes it so that installing a new motherboard or new hardware doesn't void your account, sometimes completely arbitrarily randomly, then that's great. It means you can just use one seed forever, so I never have to spend any
Doesn't
money
void your
again.
account, it just resets it that you have to log in again.
No, sometimes you only get like a limited number of Windows
no.
installs. I mean, less so these
Yeah,
days.
that's if you have an OEM key.
Yeah,
I think. It is.
I have an OEM key. If you have a
Yeah, which it
OEM
means you bought it from like a third-party website, most likely.
yeah, it costs like 20 quid.
As a normal human being, I pirated my copy of Windows 7
Oh
and I
yeah,
got
and then you got the free
upgrade.
update. Yeah.
You could have just want
Absolute
everyone in
gamer,
the same
dude.
system.
You know, when that text pops up on Windows 7, I typed it into the command line and reset it all and made the text go away as a good gamer. Whenever it realized this isn't a legitimate copy.
Well,
You're
like, it knows
no,
it's
no,
not
no,
a
don't
legit
worry.
copy.
It is,
It
I
is.
promise.
You may think it isn't, but it is.
I think
Funny.
it's
Now it
it's
is.
well aware.
Now it's genuine.
Just like
Yeah.
that. You convinced them so well.
Like, sure, I guess it kind of sucks for some people that build PCs in the middle of nowhere. But also, for me, it doesn't suck because I'll be plugged into the internet when I want to upgrade to Windows 11.
I think I need to teleport.
Where you wanna go?
I can just do it, right? It's only 300.
Is this entire quest hinging on the fact that Klee's excited and everyone's excited that Klee's exciting?
Yeah.
Hello, Elizia.
Everyone, because Klee's a child. Like,
Everyone's like, yo,
do
Klee's
you
so
remember
excited.
Do you remember the previous Klee quest?
Yeah, that was great.
With the, like, everyone's got, like, their own, or some people have imaginary friends and then the adults don't.
Yeah.
So Clee's just being a child, so they're all helping, and they're like, yeah, because she's a child, she's got her dreams. They're all
Trying her
like,
best.
oh, you know,
They're like, man, my
Whatever.
wine business going out of deal. Oh, I'm Batman. I'm anime Batman.
you know.
I really like the Luke.
Yeah.
Jean's there expecting the worst. Diluke's there expecting just the world to end because that's all he thinks
Razor's
about.
there and he's thinking about smelling things.
You're fucking
Razor's there
giant
thinking about
Gollum
fish.
is
He's
my
thinking
way,
about
and I
fish.
can't talk to this guy because it really wants me to talk to you.
You'll
Press
ever
X.
upgrade past Windows 7 if it
You'll
becomes
hide
unusual
players.
as you switch to
Next.
Linux. Yoma, come on, bro. Windows 7? Do you not want to use DirectX 12? Question mark? Is that supported on Windows 7? Question mark? Question mark?
Probably.
I want to say probably not. Oh no, graphics drivers aren't being updated on Windows 7 anymore. But I don't know what graphics card you use, Yoma. You're probably using a laptop, aren't you?
I always have the opinion that like going into the Windows when it first comes out, everyone hates it, and then within a year, everyone's like, yeah, it's pretty good.
My win.
No, I'm still upset about 10, but I've just stopped complaining because it gets really annoying
love
if you
10.
complain every day.
I love 10.
I-
It's so much better than 7.
I remember I remember after a while I had no issues pretty much whatsoever with 7, but 10 has always been an issue. There's always been something, right?
7 was only good after like the second service pack. The same as like XP.
Well, yeah,
Like
who
the
cares
second
though?
service pack made both of these. They were both wank at the beginning. Whereas Windows 10 was honestly slightly less wank than I remember.
Windows 7 wasn't that bad at
Windows
launch.
7 being. No, it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
It had 3D chess though.
It came off to XP.
Came
There's
off
a
to Vista.
dying
Of course
lamp
it's
outside
weird.
my bedroom window, and it's blinking, and it's really annoying.
I have to hold my weapon. This way I can protect you. We've got your back.
Follow
Lee.
the
All,
verb.
this is 1, 2, 3,
Are
4,
you guys
5,
having
6,
fun
7,
watching me?
8 characters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nvidia's seizing support for
It's like
Windows
a-
7 and Windows 8. Oh my god, 7 and 8 are losing support at the same time. That's amazing.
It's like I might as well be streaming for you two.
No.
No, I'm waiting for the dungeons. I'm waiting for the content.
that
we can participate on equal foot.
You're not outdated yet. Yoma, I'll be honest, I'm surprised you're not already using like your own custom-built Arch Linux. Like you have an old Nokia open up on the Arch Linux wiki and you've built it from brick by brick. He's just saying using Windows 7 is not fun, I guess.
Smelly poo poo man.
Uh-oh.
Yo,
Stinky.
Pee pee poo poo drug dealer. He deals
what button are you
demons.
pressing? It's a crystal. You'll probably have to do that sometime.
Yeah, I agree with
Yo!
TK that everyone like a year or two after Windows 11 is out and has
Our
had all of
character
its
has
quality of life
surprise.
patches coming through with the mass bug testing that happens when, you know, you
Everyone
release
else
a
does
product.
it. Yeah.
Then I think everyone will be like, ah, actually, this one's pretty good.
Oh my god,
So,
Tommy, I'm on Dodoko Island right now.
You
Oh,
are.
do I
Razor's
get
like
a
shat
high
himself.
potion, an ether, or a spine drop?
Whatever just TLC.
This
High
game's
potion.
great. The crystal is just one big button. Hey, Flynn. This is extremely good. Everyone got really excited.
Look at this Lalafell idiot
It's a
looking
big
ass.
gift box.
My robot's gonna fucking trample him. Not you, the other one.
Okay. You were
Big fucking
walking
booked
to
up.
me as you said it.
They're under my foot now, Cake.
Wicked Girl of Flame, you finally
Small
arrived. I've waited
person
too
gets
long.
crushed. Poka banana.
Dreams
Minion.
Yo, Dodo King's a
Ooh,
vinyl
no.
player.
Dodo Kings.
Such glorious
How do I-
courage.
Is Alice and Beto voiced by the same person in the Japanese?
Alice?
I don't know.
That's when, I guess.
Dodo King, it's me, your mother, Alice.
How do I get out of
Yo.
here?
Because when you hear her speak, she sounds so much like Beto. I have no clue.
It's her mum.
Oh. Whoops.
Yeah, it's her mum. It's Alice.
Her mum wrote the
She's
Tevat
been
travel
mentioned
guide.
before.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
remember.
I wonder if we'll ever meet
Being
her.
a fellow islanders, hello there.
Why
I
are you
don't know
trading
why
me?
I don't know. Misclick.
Dama!
I
Da?
fell down on mistake.
Oh.
Because I think the
Do we
way
ever
out
see Clee's
You have to
mum?
go back to the
is
Not yet.
not here.
on the left. Like, it is down
I
here.
think
I'm
we'll
not
see
near you.
her-
The speaking device is the Alice
how
phonograph.
the fuck
I'm
do
using
you
it
get
to
out of
convey
there?
a mother's love. Oh, that's cute.
I think we'll see her when we go to Russia.
I hope so.
Russia.
Do you reckon she's gonna be blonde
okay.
and lion-shaped.
She's an elf, right? She says they're different from other people. They're elves.
Oh, they do have
Nope.
pointy ears, don't they?
Oh,
You couldn't install Face It
Okay.
anti-cheat, but that's not a big deal. Yeah, that's not a big deal.
We're your bodyguards, TK.
That's
me
cute.
and the boys go talk to someone.
These toys aren't small at all. Ray's is having a hard time understanding that Klee has a mother. He's like, what?
I came along just for the ride. It's like, whose mother is this?
Jean put away her
I'm
summer clothes for nothing. Why would a mother
I'm
so far
excited
from
to
home?
meet Alice, though. She seems funny.
She's like the random haha XD quirky but really powerful archetype Japanese character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
Good
know
art.
why.
I like that.
She's been to all his islands. She adores the ancient ruins and landscape. She prepared everything so well so you could take part and enjoy the islands as well. This is cool. I feel like I'm in like the bonus episodes of an anime, like an OVA.
Yeah,
You know?
you are.
I mean, I literally am. Right? Like this is like an OVA.
Yeah.
It's like-
It's like the fun. It's the fun part. So like if you were doing
The fun like beach episode. Side filler.
Oh,
were-
it's
if
a
you were, like,
youth.
if you were up to
I
date
bet
on
he
the
plays
story,
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Oh, we love Fortnite.
you'd have gone through like some fairly like important quest stuff. So
And
this
now
is
we're on
the
the
fun
beach.
part
Yeah.
after, yeah. And then because the next the next patch is Japan.
Yeah.
So that's going to be more quest stuff.
Ah.
So yeah, you're in the filler episodes before the meet.
But it's a good filler episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
because
all filler episodes.
There's a lot of
Ah,
effort.
really
It's
sure-
the only way to
judging
invite
from
everyone
how the
here.
story goes, they're gonna have Beto to like get us to Japan.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
hope
love
so.
Pirate mommy
On her giant pirate ship.
on
Finally.
her giant pirate thighs.
Original inhabitants shipwrecked
I
mystical
was not
machinery.
listening. And then I just sort of like tuned back in to hear giant
I love-
pirate thighs.
I love
Yeah.
Beto.
Did it pique your interest?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think
What?
TK's now a little
Pirate
interested.
mommy.
Why are you not interested?
He's like a little interested. Everyone received a letter should be present. All of my
You know,
daughter's
I want to
friends.
have a look.
Like,
Okay, if you're going back inside, you can go in this way. TK, there's a corridor in here.
all of these grown adults. Does Klee not go to school? Does she not have like school friends? Why did they invite bloody Paimon?
I
Let's
always
involve.
think
Let's involve.
It's like a Digimon
Invite like
name.
the ice guy with like a fucking bandana. Like, yeah, that's Klee's best friend.
Digimon name actually.
Clean
Thanks
loves
for letting my
everyone.
daughter have a memorable summer.
I love Clea,
Stop.
like a daughter,
God, look at the back there. He's like,
not like my mother.
Like a mother, not like your mother.
Oh, yeah.
the life of a traveler is haste and excitement. Ask the traveler next to you and you'll know.
So many bean sprouts here.
I've climbed
There are
5,000
beans.
rocks.
I told you, like, this server was full. Like, you couldn't make a character at peak time.
Alice was too busy to be in Klee, so she set up a bunch of mysterious island adventures. No, my
Like that,
mum's just
by
like
the way,
that.
makes literal no sense. That she set up like this entire mystery puzzle.
Sorry, I couldn't see
There's
you,
no
my
time to
daughter,
be
but I
with
did
the
have the
doll.
time to do all this.
Rate 70 is still on this server, Cake, actually.
Freedom?
Okay.
Because these characters have it. I don't know why TK doesn't.
His
I thought
break
it
was
applied
too
to
long.
I thought it applied to free trials.
Klee does have very long ears.
Is...
When's okay?
What's
I'm gonna
doing?
Google very quickly. When is the Diablo 2?
Yeah, everyone else has like relatively normal ears.
I think September or November.
September 23rd.
Except for
So 3
Paimon.
months. So guys, wanna play Diablo 3 for 3 months?
Yes.
He caught fish, sailed a boat, went
Let's
swimming, and played lots of
go.
things. When's
Thanks,
Dodoko gonna
Tom.
be showing up?
Where the fuck are they even in my inventory? There they
What?
are.
Coco Goat?
When's yeah, Coco Goat?
Oh, no.
Oh my god, they're like Coco Goat.
Guys, I got some new armor.
Bloody what's the dead child called?
You got drip, bro?
Kiki.
It's heavy.
That was a good quest.
You look like a little. Oh,
Oh. Whoops.
Sitting on the beach listening
Oh.
to waves, I thought of you.
It does both the helmet and the thing.
Tried that she couldn't meet her daughter, but she did leave a beer behind. Sorry. Set this all
I
up.
can't
thing
tell
tell
which
you?
one's
Well
better.
equipped sip. You're a child of summer, a present to me from the sea and the wind.
I didn't know this was a thing.
What's the thing?
An armor that covers head and body.
Yeah. It's for tanks.
Mum
Hello.
dressed up
also
these
have the one
islands,
for
transformed the ancient
mages,
ruins, and used the moniker
cow.
of Dodo King to
Oh, it's
invite you.
supposed to. It's just been so long.
Alice is cool.
Look at him.
It's been so long. You saved me.
Big visor. Type that. Do anything.
Golden apples.
Who, me?
You.
Do I do it in party?
Just do it in
And
any
you do
chat.
that in your C menu.
You can.
I typed it.
Does it not change the visor or not? Sad.
How little ears.
Turn
Three
off your
crystals.
face.
Yo, Razor's hair looks like a dog ear. They really like using that design style, don't they? Where they like make the hair look
Wait,
like
look
animal
cool,
ears.
guys.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, Klee, you are of a race blessed with longevity. I guess they are elves, huh?
I need to talk to some youths.
Weird thing to tell your daughter that all these people are gonna like be dead by the time you're like the equivalent of like a 15-year-old.
Yeah, but I bet Clea would be like, oh, but I'm really glad I got to spend time with you. It was really fun, and I will miss you when we die.
Why are you making me sad, Tommy? Stop.
wasn't.
Keep to yourself. Keep to yourself.
Death is
The
inevitable,
main
and
character
we will.
literally want to be dead because
Yeah, true.
the main character
She's
can't
like
die
10 trillion, yeah.
probably from age.
And we actually don't know about any other people that have been gifted that have died. Like they haven't actually explicitly said that happened.
Yeah, and some of like
They
these
just
random
say that
people really old.
Is that true? Mona's teacher. I guess does she have vision? Because she's like
I
about to
don't know
die.
if she's got a
all the time.
vision, but she is about to die. Yeah.
What do you mean? I don't remember that.
Have you done Mona's quest? I don't think so.
Isn't that the start of the game?
No,
No.
Mona has her own.
Oh,
cycle.
Mona's
The older
the
cycle.
water lady, not the.
Yeah.
I think
The
of
teacher
Lisa.
is like an ancient dying lady.
Well, that's different though. She's ancient.
You
They
just
just
say
say that
someone's
they-
like trillions of years old.
People
Bro,
people get a new power
Ninja has
when-
Sakma.
People get a new power when
So-
like, a power is taken out of the world, but also when the gods feel like it. So,
Yeah,
There's
so
a lot
Mona's
of animes
teacher
like
has
that, isn't
liquid.
there? Like only one person can have this ability at a time. Then someone dies, then someone else gets it.
yeah.
Did Full Metal Alchemist do it? No, it didn't do that. There were like some random shows that did that. Not Railgun.
Pretty sure E10 done
Who's
that.
the Avatar,
You know
the
that
last
one? Cake?
Airbender?
Hello,
Huh?
level
Ben
1.
10?
Ben 10?
E10?
Does Ben 10 do that?
E10?
Only one person can have Ben 10's powers at once.
E10, these nuts.
One Piece? Does One Piece do that?
The penis.
I think that's always an interesting plot line though, right? Where like,
You know what my favorite one is, Cake?
Which one?
It's Among Us
that's
backwards.
just cool.
I still don't get that.
Wait,
What's Among Us backwards?
Sug.
Saknoma.
TK. I'm
Like
looking for a new friend.
Fucking on my.
Like,
I didn't
who you
have to
replace-
say it.
Doesn't matter if
didn't
it's mum
even have
blowing
to
up
say it.
Mondstadt's wing gate or mum getting grounded or mum writing weird letters. Klee loves her very much. Please, mum blows everything up as well. Mum is the most strongest mage. She will keep me company no matter where she goes.
Isn't that sweet?
That is
It's a
cute.
big implication. Alice is probably mega hyper strong.
Yeah.
I hope she's like a 6-star character. It's just Klee, but
Maybe
really
she's
tall,
the fire-
stretched out.
The fire.
I don't think she's gonna be a playable character.
You reckon she's gonna be
that
very
she's
strong?
stronger than all the Visor users.
Yeah, I mean,
I
Clea
guess
is
we get to play as gods.
stupid strong. But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, but Klee's a child and Klee can't grow up because it's a game.
what if it turns out that Alice is
It's a
the,
game, bro.
the fire god?
Yeah, it could be, yeah.
I mean, it's possible.
That makes the most sense, actually.
Now, it would explain a lot if she's really powerful. Doesn't die.
Yeah, it's like when the character's like grandchild is like a playable character and they're already really strong, and then the character in the story like ends worlds.
But
It'll
I
explain
also
it
don't
all
think that's the
little bit.
case.
I don't think
think
she'll be a god. I think she's
I-
just like an adventurer.
It mentioned that she's like exploring stuff and that she can't come back and see clear. So I think she's like fucking spying on Russia. The
Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, she's got like a
where
good
the
reason.
factory are.
Sneezeland, yeah.
Yeah.
3 types of Howputson bombs. Straight shooters.
Yeah, but then again,
use
there's
pyro.
Zhang Li who is just like
Floaty
vibing.
splodies and
See
hot
how
pods.
humans do it.
Use the crafting bench?
Genshin story doesn't necessarily
Oh,
make
that's
a
just
whole
to
lot
do
of
some more of
sense.
the event. So you can craft some things to go blow up some enemies really quick, kill them. You don't have to, but it gives you some bonus.
I'm enjoying the
rewards.
Klee content, honestly, and I'm sad that once we finish this, there's not going to be Klee content for a while.
You have finished it now.
I have. Oh, yeah, there's like a little. This is so Wind Wakery. It's actually like crazy.
Do I have to go up top?
It's really nice. Reminds me of Private Oasis.
Dude, I'm so
Yeah, I want to play
smart.
Wind Waker Rando now, TK.
Fish aren't animals, Yoma.
Yeah, well, I like
I
this
want to play.
little...
I want to play Diablo 3.
You want to play Diablo 3 together, TK?
Diablo 3, Diablo 3,
Three.
Look, there's little fishing rods that are like Klee
Do
themed.
you even own Diablo one?
No, but isn't the Steam sale on?
It's not on Steam.
It's not on
Battle.net.
Steam.
Is it Battle.net?
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Guys,
don't
I
know-
fell on
don't
both
know
my
these-
legs.
I don't know these things.
Diablo 3, Diablo 3, Diablo 3.
Oh, actually, speaking of Diablo 3, you know how I always have so much difficulty finding Theme Park Inc. in a working European ISO? Someone uploaded to archive.org
What?
a European
Yeah, you
ISO
said
of it.
yesterday.
It was not yesterday, it was like a week ago. No,
you
Theme
literally
Park
said
Inc.
yesterday.
European. No, yeah, oh, I might have
Diablo 3,
reminded you.
Diablo 3, Diablo 3.
But I want to see if that European ISO works. Because it's impossible to find a copy of that game working, and it's even more impossible
I'm
to
gonna
get
have
it
a look if I
running.
have Diablo 3 installed quickly.
Fish
If I don't,
blossom.
I'm going to install it.
Golden Crab. Yeah, it's clear.
Diablo 3.
Mum is the best person in the whole world, Albedo knows.
Install.
I'll install it later.
I'm installing it right
Do you
now.
like that? This is like that meme where it's like how to talk to short people.
This game, man,
Yeah,
install.
you just stare down instead of like crouching down. Hey, clumsy, you lost
You
internet
should just
connection.
stare down. Crouching down is so weird.
Yeah, I don't like that.
What about like picking
As
them up?
a small guy, you know,
You're
I
pretty
wouldn't
tall.
want people to crouch to me.
She's a good person.
I am, however,
Character
taller
will
than
like
you,
her.
Will, so
You're not though.
Crouching to children.
I
so to speak.
literally am.
You don't know
Yeah, man,
that.
they're
Like,
like-
how would you prove it?
I've
What, do you have
we've met
pictures?
in real life.
Well, like,
multiple-
only,
yes,
only
actually.
like 8 times. Oh, I miss you, TK.
You know,
do you want to get donuts together, TK?
Hell yeah. You know,
When are you
my phone
visiting,
still
TK?
thinks that you own it.
I do own it. It's mine.
Because when I go onto my camera album, it says selfies and they're all pictures of you.
Really?
Yes.
Why does it think it's me?
I don't know. I just don't know what it wants from me. Let me
That's so
see.
good.
Go to selfies.
Wait, how many pictures of
and
me
it's-
do you have?
It's all the time when you took my phone and just took pictures of yourself. There's a couple when it's like all 3 of us, but it's mostly just you.
It's when you get lonely, you'll be like, oh, I remember him. Stroke the camera. It's Alice's handiwork. He's troublesome.
There's also one from that time when I'm pretty sure you and Chris had drunk way too much.
Chris
and
doesn't
it was
drink
like
too
3 in the
much.
morning.
It would have just been me.
I think you had drunk a lot and Chris had drunk like, you know, a whole bottle, so that was way too much for
What
her
amount?
anyway.
Wait, what's too
Yeah.
much? Yeah.
And it was very late because I can tell that you guys look like you did not want to be alive in that moment.
Was this the Pokemon Center?
No, it was. I don't know when this one was, but wait, it's September 15th.
Yeah, I like the beach OVA.
Remember?
Was this when you bought us donuts by the beach?
No,
I remember
'cause
that. I can
was-
still
I
taste
don't think
them.
I stayed at your guys that time.
No, we just met up. It was fun
Yeah.
though. I miss hanging out with you, TK. You were cool. The shame
Yeah, it
that
was
you're
fun.
dead.
Yep.
Never get
Just
to see
like
you
that.
again. Although I get
September 15th. Oh look, I see a picture of you watching a speedrun on the TV. We
Is it
can
Ocarina of
eventually
Time?
identify. Yeah.
Is it ZFG?
Yep.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think it's
getting
the
my
time.
first jab in next week, I think. And
I'm
then
fully
my second
vaccinated.
after that. Yeah, but you see, you live in Britain.
I do. That is a fact. Oh, this was the first time.
Okay.
15th.
You should play the song of your people to TK.
My people. What's the song
Is
of
it
my
all
people?
about cheese?
No, I shit myself with cheese now. Oh, I've discovered Borsan. I really like Borsan now. My mum used to always have Borsan in the fridge, and I was always like, "Yeah, what's the point of this? This cheese was all weird." And now I really like Borsan. Borsan's really
Oh,
nice.
that's fucking UK. I tabbed out. Like, what is that noise?
You can lend a photo of Woolen to get a bunch of pictures of him too. Yeah, I'll take them for you. Okay, this one's gonna be clear, guaranteed.
I have at least like 200 images of just Woolen, by the way.
It's a Thrilling Slayer.
I
Dragon
I
size.
don't delete my pictures on my phone, and he directly just take my phone and take pictures of himself.
Yeah, but aren't you glad you have them now that you can't ever see me again?
Yes, I love looking at the
noticed
Google
Clea's
Drive
not
that has
human?
pictures of us.
Yeah, Clumsy, I did the quest just now. I streamed it. You can actually watch me play it.
Bring
Right
up
now.
the VOD, boys.
Watch me whip.
Watch Cake Nene.
It's 11:30, but I see Chris is only on the Dank Deaths too. So what would you want to do for the next 2 minutes until she dies? I mean, what do you want to do for the...
Why's Chris dying?
He looks really fucking upset that I said that.
What's she doing?
You haven't noticed until this update. I mean, I hadn't noticed that humans were... that everyone was human. I thought everyone was their own thing. Like, isn't Sucrose like a
we
goat
dancer.
lady?
Is Chris putting a knife in the toaster again? Or was it a fork? I forget which one it was.
Circle.
Why?
Why?
I think it's cute that everyone has hair that looks like... Yeah, look, Sucrose has
You have
animal
hair.
ears. see?
Actually, my favorite memory was in the kitchen at Woolen's place. Because I remember
Diana is
it was
literally a
that...
cat.
It was the time when both of them almost killed themselves within a matter of like 2 minutes.
Explain yourself.
You didn't... Okay, Chris almost did by putting like a fork in the toaster.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think you didn't actually do something that bad, but you would have burnt your hand because I think you brought a saucepan out of the oven, immediately forgot it had been in the oven, and went to just pick it up
when
your
I was
bed.
it was when I was in my rice baking phase.
Yeah, that was it.
It was so good, but I stopped doing it because I kept burning my hand because I'd put the saucepan in the oven, make perfectly fluffy rice with no effort. Oh, but one just...
Yeah, I just have a rice cooker.
Yeah, I didn't have one. I still don't, but I want one. But yeah, I just grab it with my hand.
Good investment for like
Baking-
£20.
Baking rice is one of those things that just sounds silly because you haven't done it.
That's a cool wolf.
It was actually... I haven't done it since. Like, I haven't done it in a long time. But back when I was doing it all the time, it was actually, like, brain dead. It was so good. And you could add butter, mostly. Good night, the noob. I'm glad you enjoyed watching the stream today.
I like cooking rice in stock. It's very pog.
Yeah, like. Right.
Oh, I've been putting... We've got, like, saffron because we bought it for one recipe
Wait,
once and then
sorry.
never used it. Saffron in rice is really nice.
What Tommy said.
What?
I like rice.
Maybe he likes rice. What's fun though is cooking rice, like roasting or like toasting some herbs, like
Right.
having like cardamom seeds or whole cloves, a little bit of saffron if you've got it from a recipe that you
hate
did
cloves.
once. Yeah,
I
please,
like
cloves.
saffron.
Saffron's nice. I hate cloves.
Have you ever done roast potatoes with saffron?
I'm not that rich.
Like you
Um,
boil them
I only ever
with
put saffron
a
in
bit of
rice.
saffron.
Saffron, it makes it so yellow. It's incredible. Should I craft some of these just so I've got them in my backpack?
How do I get out of here again, Tommy?
I've crafted them.
Or cake?
Where are you trying to?
Oh.
Where are you trying to escape? Because there's exits on every path.
talk about it, cake, please.
Oh, do you think I can level up? I actually don't know what adventure rank I am.
Don't worry, I'm good.
You need to be 35.
Oh, I'm 33. Like, how do you know if you need to go to the Adventures Guild to pick up your stuff? I probably don't.
It tells you on the map.
Yeah, I thought about getting, like, trying to get into old school RuneScape.
I really enjoy it, TK.
See, I want to, but I feel like I'm
It's-
not going to, and I'm scared to invest a lot of
You
time.
just have to like. If you like when numbers go up, then you'll like RuneScape.
I do.
Here's another
Okay,
one,
well, then you
TK.
like RuneScape.
If you like number go up, but also number go up, but like there's lots of different numbers that can go up. Like there's not just one, but you can have several number, and then sometimes you find out something like tick perfect crafting Karumb ones, and you're like, yeah, number go very up, and your brain dopamine.
I like big up.
But it's also fun because it's brainless. Like you can do super like hardcore paying attention things, and you can also do brainless things while watching Netflix or YouTube, and it makes you feel like you're accomplishing something even though you're really doing nothing.
I can't wait to play RuneScape while working.
Yeah, people do Nightmare Zone while they're working. They feel the number going up, back of their heads, like, number going up, you're being efficient. And you tap
My
the screen
boss
every
is gonna
20
be like,
minutes.
what did you do today? And I'll be like,
Now's a good
You
time,
ever heard of
TK. They're
RuneScape?
updating the mobile app if you don't even want to play it on PC with RuneLite, which you should. Mobile
Well,
app's going to be
iPad
getting
is really nice and
basics.
it's on an
yeah,
iPad.
I was going to get it. I have it on my
It's
iPad. and
really
I was
good on
going to play on
mobile.
my iPad, but I just never did.
Mobile is really good, actually. Number got make me happy. Number is good. Oh, OSRS has mole slippers. That's right, TK. It has mole slippers. Do you like farming, TK?
I do.
I met someone while farming the other day in RuneScape who had mole slippers on, and we had a conversation and I made friends with them because I mentioned how cool their mole slippers are. They tried to give me their mole slippers and I said, no thanks, bro. Did like a kiss emoji and then teleported away. What more do you want? Mole slippers.
What about frog?
There's frogs.
You can become frog.
You can
There's
become
a frog
frog.
outfit.
Yeah, there's
I
a frog
wish
out
to
there.
become frog.
You can get pets as well. You can get a pet giant mole if you want to kill the giant mole 100,000 times. I mean,
Yeah, but
once.
can I
More
get
than
a pet
1,000.
Can I get a pet giant frog?
I don't know. I
No,
don't think so.
not
You
yet.
can get a pet giant.
yet.
You can
I
get.
mean, Jad's basically a frog, right? He's like
That's a bit of a
lava
frog, yeah. You can get a giant squirrel, and there's a beaver. There's all sorts. There's pets for random shit. If you like winter tot, there's probably a winter tot pet. It's like a phoenix, isn't it? Is there a fox? I don't know.
Why did I fail? What did I do?
Anyway, I've been running around doing
Oh,
nothing for a bit.
someone else died.
Is it a good time to end, or is there anything I need to like do?
No, that's fine. That's it.
Content here is just like exploring, but I think I've explored all of them. There's like little islands I've not been to, I guess. Did my chat die for a second? What happened? Welcome to the chat room. I never left. What's this? Ready main cannon. Oh, it's like a little weird quest.
Yeah.
Alright, well I've done the quest, which was fun. Anyway, cool. Thanks for watching the stream today, chat. Did you pog out? Did you enjoy yourself?
Poggers.
Did you pog out with your thumbs up?
Out with my frog out.
Yo, froggy chair. Can I get some frogs in chat? TK, what do you think about my animated emotes I added? Thanks for
I
watching.
think they're pretty cool.
Cool. I'm gonna
They're,
host.
they're no frog, but
That's true. I'm gonna host Cerny, who's playing Garctic Phone, which is like Scriblio, or Pictionary. Go give him a Cerny salutations, and I'll see all of you tomorrow for Neko Para. No, I'm not allowed to stream that.
imagine.